Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the show. It's exciting. Doing a podcast here. Don't really do a lot of those.
For the first time.
First time ever. And
Fingers crossed.
Pretty excited. I'm so nervous. And
I'm freaking out over here.
Guys, it's going to be fine.
we're doing Rio Bravo, which is
Oh my God.
a new
I knew it.
a new Andy Cohen channel.
Like that.
That was
Thanks.
really good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a timely reference.
Yeah, a new Andy Cohen thing for it's in Brazil. It's his new network.
Oh my goodness.
Down there.
Just
and
keep it going. You worked on that all day. I can tell.
I did not.
The
actually.
delivery was perfect.
Literally just came out like that. It's gonna be a fucking good night. I totally fucked up 5 questions. Didn't even remember the rules. Swear to God, there are no rules because I make up the whole thing as we go. Been doing that shit as a game show now for what, 4 years, maybe 4, 5, 3 years, a few years,
Somewhere between 2 and 7.
I fucking just destroyed it.
Well, that'll teach me not to show up for 5 questions.
No, you need to be here to keep him on
He gets all
track.
flustered when you're gone.
I did get all flustered.
Get all
I was-
nervous,
I was
sweaty
just,
palms.
you know,
Right, Eric?
But I.
Oh,
hand
he's
through
not
that.
over there. Oh, man.
David Dooley is in studio, everybody. Give it up for our boss, Dave Dooley.
Thank you.
Turn that mic around. It needs to look phallic, buddy. There you
Hello.
go.
Ooh.
Hello,
Yeah,
mashed
right in your
potatoes.
face.
Are you
We've been
just in
talking
the studio?
till. Never mind.
Yeah.
What's that?
Are you in the studio?
Yes.
No, he's
No.
not.
No.
Oh,
In
why
the
is he
broadcast studio?
Oh, you got to.
Because I have to say enter the studio.
Now he'll let you in officially, but
Now
yes, they
that's-
can still hear you.
That's really weird. What'd you do? Push your screen?
I backed it off. Yeah, it's a touch screen.
What?
But I don't have a little slidey bar like you have.
We've already had this conversation as what's going on. How you been, man?
Good. How about you?
I can't complain. I've actually been really good. Everything's moving, as you know. I've been very busy, but it's all good things. All good things. I mean, it's summer for you, and you got 3 boys at home. Well, is Robert still a teenager?
No, he's not a teenager, but he seems like one.
Yeah. All right. So you got 3 teenagers.
Still wandering.
at home
Yes,
then.
pretty much.
Yeah, and 3 teenage boys. That's a lot of testosterone.
It is a lot of
have in
testosterone.
the
And
house.
A lot of crusty socks.
unlike sweet goodbye, nice. Thank you very little. Unlike sweet goodbyes to their teachers, we got 2 doing double birds to the senior high. They're ready to go.
Yeah, they are going to be juniors.
They're done.
What? They graduated?
They graduate on the 3rd.
Wow.
What the fuck?
No kidding.
How
did that happen?
I don't know, man.
I don't either.
So Daniel is graduating.
Yes.
Well, what the fuck is he going to do now?
He has no idea.
No idea. So
Much less me.
Has he applied
He
to
hasn't
college?
picked a school. No, he's
Have you
going to
thought about
take.
joining a band?
He has not. He used to think he was going to be a rapper, and then he tried, and that ended pretty quick. It was one of those ideas. I didn't squash it,
Sure.
but it ran its course pretty quickly.
I mean, it's a good time for kids not to know what they want to do. This is a good time in life for that because you can go get a job now, and then the fucking next thing you know, it's a career. And that it really wasn't like that when we were kids, unless it was a trade.
He over worries about knowing exactly what he wants to do to go to school.
Yeah.
So take a break, get your head about you.
Yeah.
Go work and figure out you might need, whether it's a trade school or college, whatever, to make more money. But if not, then who cares?
You know what else, too?
I can take a good vacation on that savings.
Well, you know what else, too, is
That's
that
what I think.
it's super important, too, to let them know that, like, it's okay to try shit, that everything you learn from everything. And I had 3 failed companies before I decided to just say fuck it and move into a van and not live down by the river. Everybody, enough with the farm.
Drive around the country.
Okay, I gained weight. Jesus. But it's seriously, I've been trying to get that through to Emma. It's like, hey, if you don't want to go to school, don't fucking go to school.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? You know, like you don't and you know what? If you don't know what you want to do at 26, guess what?
It's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
Guess what? I'm 53. I don't really know what I want to do yet.
There you go. And
I think
But
she
I
had
found a way to
think
make
she
a
had the
living along the
privilege
way.
of turning 18, and we were just like, I think going, you're a fucking adult. What do you want to do? And she
Yeah.
was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
God.
It's like, yeah,
You know?
that reality can be a little rough at some
It's
point
shocking.
for
well,
him.
we
Yeah,
didn't really
yeah.
have the choice. It was like either, you know, my dad was either you graduate and you're on your own, or you graduate, you got 4 years of college and you're on your own.
Right.
And so it was like, well, fuck, I guess I'll go to college because
That's how I was too. There was no question. It was
no question.
expected.
You just went.
Right.
My mom was very shocked, like at the very end of my senior year, that I wasn't going to college.
Oh,
And I was just like, when? I
You
didn't.
met me?
When
I
did
was
you
like,
get
where
that
did we
idea?
cross?
Yeah.
I didn't take any of the SATs. Like that didn't fucking like go like any like light bulbs going off. Like I never like applied to any of them. And she was just like,
We never
what?
visited
Like,
colleges.
she had no. She was like, I mean, I assumed you were going straight community college, but I thought something, and I was like, no.
no, sorry.
She had no
Yeah.
clue. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
I find that weird too.
And then she didn't know what to do with it, so she was just like, okay.
What about CJ? Does he have any plans?
He actually, no.
Okay.
He's got nothing. He's got a couple of jobs lined up for the
You know
summer.
what, man?
I don't know which one he's going to take, but he's got a
Those
couple
two
lined up.
guys could figure out something together and fucking take over the world.
CJ needs to figure out a trade school. He's great with his hand. Like he can take stuff apart and put it back together.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah. DeVry.
Got to figure out what he wants to do.
Is that still DeVry still
That's
around?
where Derek went.
It is still a
It's
thing.
a thing.
Yeah.
Derek went there and created an app and now is fucking working for himself and
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Yep.
great.
You know?
And he didn't even graduate.
No shit.
No shit.
Yeah, I love it.
Because they're like in those kind of trade schools, you just accumulate all these certifications. And so
Right.
that's just about, that's better than a
So
degree.
smart. So
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Casey
So
was
he
just-
just did all that and was like, screw you guys, I'm not giving you any more money. I'm going to go work. And he
Yeah.
freaking did it.
Yeah, stop with the education, go with the no. Stop with the school, go with the education that
Right.
And
certifies you
experience
for other
too.
things.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
For sure.
It is
Well-
a very different business.
Congratulations
Thank
having getting 3 boys through 12 years of public school.
Man.
That is a fucking accomplishment in and of itself. So congratulations, David.
Thank you.
That's got to be a weird feeling. Like Casey's
is.
mom said today that she,
I'm like, oh God, what'd she say?
no, she took away all of the notifications and everything through the school district for
Yeah, she's
Casey's
done.
niece because she's all done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she said that was a really strange feeling because for so many years she's always had a kid in public school and
Yeah, and to clarify, my
anymore.
mom has raised my brother's daughter because he was 14 when they got pregnant, 15 when she was born. So, I mean, there was no like overlap. There was no in between time. She has literally been raising
Straight
kids
on,
for as
yeah.
old as my brother is, which is 33, I guess.
yeah,
33 straight years. That's crazy.
to always have a kid in school and then just hit that unsubscribe button.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, David Kendrick, there was a conversation that was going on. I got to read you this. I realize my job is not to pay attention to this chat, but Vinny said, "You're a good dad for that, David. If my dad found out I wanted to go into rap, he would have slapped me and then taken me to a Catholic priest." And David Kendrick followed that up with, "My son is actually becoming a priest, and I can tell you here, he wasn't raised that fucking way."
You gonna do what, boy?
You're gonna be a fucking rapper.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We got to
that
get into
Catholic
this
stuff.
movie.
Speak that word quickly.
Sean, how's your week been? Busy?
Yeah,
A
y'all
lot of bowling for soup happening right
Got
now.
a haircut.
a lot of Bowling for Soup, Blue October, everything.
Yeah, a lot of everybody. Well, as always, please pay the most attention to our shit. And I know you can't confirm, but I can see you nodding over there. But thank you. Ow.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to the show. You're listening to Jared Goes to the Movies, of course. This is a live stream about Rio Bravo, the John Wayne classic. A little bit of news that's happening right now. Bowling for Soup is playing a sold-out show at Lava Cantina on June 5th. You can stream that on Facebook. So
I didn't know that.
just go to Facebook. You'll see on the Bowling for Soup Facebook, you'll see a link there. It's super, super easy. I am trying to find out how long you can watch it after the fact.
So, I found out today.
okay. Let's hear it.
As long as you keep it up.
Oh.
So as long as you purchase a ticket before the event starts streaming, You can watch it until management decides to pull it
Okay.
down.
What I'm also trying to figure out, though, is I think we are going to do a rebroadcast of it. That would be a little bit more friendly to certain time zones. But either way,
I can buy it, play it on my computer, record it with my phone, then upload that
to the YouTube.
to a server.
I'll just live stream it from my phone.
Yeah, people love that shit.
Yeah, that's the
iPad.
best.
Hold it
That's the
above
best.
my
Hold that
head
shit
Yeah,
the
but
whole
bring your
time.
iPad
Yeah.
Please,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
and sit
to
right in
ensure
front
that
of me,
you block
Okay.
and I will
everyone.
fucking jump up there.
All right,
Never
all
mind.
you fuckers. Anyway, show is sold out. We are turning 27 as a band. The Dolly Rots will be with us. That's going to be super fun.
Awesome.
Speaking of the Dolly Rots, on June 4th, the Dolly Rots and Rob from Bowling for Soup will be in studio talking about Hot Fuzz. So if you want to watch that live on Twitch, please do that. Otherwise, that episode will be out soon after. Guys, our podcast is supported exclusively through Patreon. That's the reason why you do not hear commercials on this show. We try to bring it to you commercial free, and leave it up to you to give us a little if you got a little. That's how it works. So for as little as $1 a month, you can be a part of the winning team. You just go to patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. My name is spelled Jaret, and I go to the movies. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Our producers are all $20 and up supporters, and they get to hear their name every fucking week. Ed Craner, Amy Strongbottom Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway.
Not gonna talk to me like
Oh
that.
shit, sorry. I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to no eyes, get to my Zaldor thing. Sorry. Shell Ordway, Chris the $12 million man, Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Colton Swartz. Sorry, I needed to swallow some spit or I was going to just soak this motherfucker over here to my left. Sorry about that.
You don't know what he's into.
Okay. Chris Jacobs, Colton Swartz, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, sitting right over there. David Kendrick with the joke that just came out about his son and a priest. Great joke, by the way. It's
Becoming a priest, not and a priest.
His son and a priest. His son and a priest walk
Walk into a bar.
his
Thank
son-
you.
So a priest walks in with David Kendrick's son under his arm. All right.
Said, how many toddler pick? Never mind.
David-
Run it around.
Oh, I want that to go away forever.
Roadhouse.
All right, David Kendrick. David, the original Murray, Dennis Hop, Denny Chambers, Derek Smith, Diane Small, Gom, Sheffenberg, Petretta, Ernie, Soulman McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg, the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, James Riddinger. Sorry. Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack,
Fucking Joe.
Joey Bishop. Oh shit, he got a new. Okay, we'll explain that. You'll understand why that's a thing later in the show.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
a real
he-
Inception thing.
Yeah,
going on
Jesus
right now,
Christ.
I'm gonna blow his mind.
I'm gonna be honest. I fucking forgot what that
I
meant,
see, did.
and it just happened. Okay. God damn it. I'm halfway through,
Or
guys.
maybe you dreamt it happened.
John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. Lily Holohan, Lindsay Sponsel, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, hey, it's Matt Albert, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert, Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan, the horse, Clydesdale. No, don't. Let's not do that one.
Of course.
No, let's call it Ryan.
Of course.
That's
Ryan Budweiser.
There you go.
Ryan, Sarah Jessica Parker, Clydesdale.
I love it. Ryan.
oh no.
Oh my.
Fuck, I lost my place.
Clydesdale.
I know they're not in alphabetical order by last name.
Ryan.
Thank you. Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tim Trafton from Maine, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Spee Hurst. Give it up, everybody. for our amazing, amazing, amazing supporters.
Boy, that was tough.
I wanted to have a little quiet, and that's the only way I can get y'all to shut up. Just hold the fucking...
Hold that B flat for a while.
remember the bell?
Was that a B
J
flat?
sharp,
Like,
J
that's a
sharp.
vuvuzela, right?
Is that how you pronounce that? Vuvuzela?
Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela. It would be.
I guess
Zella,
I never
yeah.
really thought about it.
How do you pronounce
I don't
that?
I don't
know.
think Jared's the guy to go for
I
pronunciation.
don't know if
No.
I've ever said that word out loud before. I mean, I've seen it a million times in print.
Vuva. It'd be vuvuzela.
I would probably say it Vuvasuela,
No, it's not swella.
but I don't know.
Vuvuzela.
I mean, you say it how you say it. I'll say
You
it how I say
know,
it.
does everybody
Tomato,
know what a
tomato.
vuvuzela is?
No idea.
Who's out?
Vuvuzela.
Who turned their shit on?
I had to hear the pronunciation. Okay, I can't turn off now. All right. Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela.
Okay.
Okay, so I went vuva, but it's vuvuzela.
Okay.
Zela.
Well, the next time it comes up, folks.
Okay, so
Now
what
you
it
know.
is it's that thing at professional soccer games where they whoop it around, and it's B flat, the most annoying note ever.
Sounds like a bad
And it
horn.
just goes.
Oh, okay. I do know that
yeah.
sound. That's awful.
What's that note?
B flat's your favorite note. Now you know.
That's it. I just said I don't know.
No, I know because Mr. Thompson would go B flat scale and whole notes. 1, 2.
Shawn Mendes would know.
I feel like I should know.
Sorry.
He wanted us quiet again.
I just wanted to one up
She
Sean.
did it.
Shut the fuck up.
Sean, the fucking Mac Daddy Mendez. We're talking about the movie Rio Bravo. I had no idea what this was. Shit just gets on the count. I've lost control of the show since Amy took over.
Also, it's Rio Bravo. I'm just going to go ahead and put that
I
out
thought
there
it was
before.
a joke at first.
No, he meant it.
Rio
from the bottom.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh, okay. So it's French.
Good job, River.
Got it.
Right.
So Rio Bravo, 1959.
You were two.
No, so I started. Me and Casey did a comparison. This movie is to me as the first Star Wars is to her.
No.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's fucking awesome.
It's fucking.
That's a cool
crazy.
observation.
Yeah. So
We need more of those types of observations.
we should do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Analogy? No, not analogy. Blank is to blank as blank is. Is that an analogy?
No.
This
What
is
are those
not
called?
Hey, it's not
I
Wednesday
didn't take
night.
the SATs.
Those fucking things.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking
Fart
about.
is to poop as burp is to throw up or whatever.
Yeah. Predecessor.
That's
I don't
good.
know. Again, 1959 Western
electric
romance.
Analogies and comparisons.
Yeah.
Analogies.
right.
Nailed it.
Guys, this is a pretty well-liked movie.
By who?
Everyone
8
but
out of
you.
10 on IMDb, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody.
You know what? I will just go on record right now. If the Rotten Tomatoes scale is, as we've discussed before, I liked this movie more than I didn't like it.
Right.
I too would give it a
thumbs up.
a thumbs up.
It would be hard to hate this movie more than you liked it. I don't know that anybody could do
There's
that.
really just two things about this that really bothered me, and we'll get into it.
yeah, we'll
as-
talk about that.
as we go. But everyone thought I was going to come in here and hate on it. This isn't a piece of shit movie like True Grit was. This one was
You
actually good.
son of a bitch.
Budget on this was 1.2 million. It made 13 million. Today that'd be 11 million and 115 million.
That's
It's-
better.
Wow.
It's funny how it just becomes that perspective
Yeah.
when you fucking, you
In today's
hear
money.
that shit, you know?
Well, it was still 10 times. I mean, either way you look at it, about 10 times budget, which is
Yeah.
great. I mean, there's movies today that, you know, have $100 million budget. So,
Right.
you know, making
Right.
$1 billion would be fine.
Not for much longer, there ain't.
No, that's true.
No kidding.
That shit is ending. I hope y'all like CGI.
That's why
John
that's
Wayne-
why everybody wants to be YouTubers and not movie stars.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why.
Because they don't want to be in Iron Man 74.
Does John Wayne still get paid when I paid for this rental on Amazon?
His estate does.
His estate.
His corpse does.
So where does his estate go? Does anybody know who it went
Actually,
to?
I would think it probably doesn't. The movie studio, Warner Brothers owns this movie. They're making all of the money. He could be making a residual, but I don't know. Things were weird back then.
But does that still go down, like, let's say it's his son?
Mm-hmm.
Does he get the check every single month? And then if he dies, does his son get the check every month?
His estate is probably controlled by, well, not probably, it is. It's controlled by a law firm somewhere.
Got it.
And things are distributed as whoever has, those things have been passed down, however they would like them to be distributed.
Yeah.
But the thing that's weird is, and I'm sure I don't know where this is in John Wayne's career. I mean, is this mid to...
It was kind of the end.
I think mid.
He was 51 when he made it.
Because the thing is that you used to be under a contract with movie studios back then. And it's not like they just went, all right, we're making this movie, here's $20 million. You were just getting your fucking paycheck.
You were on salary.
Yeah.
And they just kind of told you this is the movie.
But he wasn't normal. He had a
I'm
little
sure
more
by this
power
time
than
in his career.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it'd be, that stuff gets really, really crazy.
I think that would be very interesting to kind of follow the money.
It would be a pretty cool documentary for somebody to do, like how complex even a more modern person, like Michael Jackson.
Oh gosh,
like
that would be
that.
insane.
How that money and even like if you were to say, okay, in 2019, that catalog created, let's be conservative, $2 billion. I mean, I think that's super conservative, right? I mean,
Probably.
Michael Jackson shit in 2019. I mean, fuck.
But what are
Anyway,
people buying?
And he owned the Beatles catalog
people
too.
still
So
buy it.
right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
right. Cause
Oh, and he
in Penny
also
Lane there is a bump.
owned. I don't know exactly what it was, but he owned like a good amount of Eminem's shit.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that's right. You
He
told
went,
me.
yeah. He got apparently whenever he like made a couple jabs at him in his songs, and he went and fucking like bought the company
bought the
that owned the
catalog.
things, and now he owns like every time they fucking say that shit, he gets money off of it.
Yeah,
Not
fuck
now,
you.
but
Yeah.
I have money.
Brilliant.
kind of crazy.
Not the worst businessman. Anyway,
Wow.
that would be an interesting thing to follow around. All right, so we're talking about Rio Bravo and Eric. Now, the important question is: had you seen this before?
Well, the odds are good that when my grandfather was still
Gonna say your
alive
grandpa.
and we would go visit, he was always watching Westerns. So the odds are good. I've seen parts of this movie before. But no, I'd never sat down and just watched this from start to finish. I had no idea what it was about.
You know, I too had not seen this, so I'm anxious for you to have seen this cover because that's all you can look at. And then, of course, it seems obvious that it's going to be in Spanish.
No, I didn't think that.
That
didn't
wasn't
think-
obvious to
Or
you?
Italian.
I didn't think John Wayne spoke Spanish.
Or
no.
French.
Of course he did. He talked to Carlos through this whole fucking movie.
Yeah, his wife's name
Carlos-
was Pilar. Of course he spoke Spanish.
Hola, partners.
Hola. Well, I'll tell
Como
you.
estas usted?
How do you say, well, I'll tell you in Spanish?
You don't.
Oh, you just don't.
You
It's not a
don't.
real
It'd
thing.
be yo
Fair enough.
habla. Hablo.
I,
Yo hablo.
I speak.
Yo, I'll blow. Yo, I'll blow Espanol.
Peregrina.
Over to
Eric.
That's Pilgrim.
synopsis.
A sheriff and his deputy don't trust the new kid in town. Will they be able to figure out his motivation for relocating to Rio Bravo before it's too late? Because I thought
Okay.
that the young kid on the
This just happened to me.
poster.
I forgot this was the pre-synopsis.
Yes, I could
Did
tell.
you see my
I could
face?
tell.
I was going, what? Like, I'm like over here just like,
Did I watch
that's
the right
fucking
movie?
not even
I was about to get a little defensive. That's why I just started in on my reasoning, because you were looking at me like I was a crazy person. But that's the point of this bit, is I don't fucking know.
I kind of was trying to piece it together too. I'm like, maybe you read the wrong one.
I just
Y'all
totally...
pay attention to
I'm
where we're
thinking
at.
over here, that's not bad from
That's
the
what
poster,
I thought.
right?
Given
No,
what,
that's-
given the source material,
Yeah, no, that's
you
really...
know, you write something better. It's not what the
Can you
movie's
do it one
about.
more time?
That's
Can you do
good.
it one more time?
No, Eric, hold on.
I wanna hear
If
it
you could
again.
do it one more time with us actually remembering that we're doing a bit here,
Yeah, let's start this one.
that would be great.
All right. A sheriff and his deputy don't trust the new kid in town. Will they be able to figure out his motivation for relocating to Rio Bravo before it's too late?
Yeah, that's
now we
pretty-
end all of these things with before it's too late or before time runs out, because
Right.
that really gives you an open-ended plot device.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, time's running out either at the end of the movie or a bomb is going off or someone's going to die. Like that
man.
covers everything. I just saw Dean Martin and John Wayne assumed one was the sheriff, one was the deputy, and I just figured Ricky Nelson was like some newcomer, hot shot.
It's really pretty
Part
good.
two.
You
That
did a
is
good
pretty
job.
good.
You know,
Yeah.
I got to correct something.
God, he was pretty in that movie.
James, I totally I messed your name up, and here's why. I thought
What?
James, it's Ridinger, but it was written on my thing, and I haven't said that name a bunch, and I thought it was one of those joke names because I'm just going down a list, and so I paused, and it fucked me up. So I'm sorry I fucked up your name. I won't do that again.
But it really is riding her.
Ridinger,
Grr.
Yeah.
Ridinger.
Dick riding her.
Ridinger.
Riding her.
James
Richard
Ridinger.
riding her.
Riding her.
But you barely
Clydesdale.
know her.
Oh, hey, you Ryder, you brought us. All right, Eric. Let's figure out what this movie was actually about.
Over to
Eric.
synopsis.
A small town sheriff in the American West enlists the help of a cripple, a drunk, and a young gunfighter in his efforts to hold in jail the brother of a local bad guy.
Ooh.
Bad guys.
Written by a 5-year-old.
Bad
But it is
guy.
correct. All these bad guys are coming in.
Bad guy.
Champ.
So I went into this again, not knowing what we were going to watch. I had, no context at all. In fact, I did not know it was a Western.
When you pulled it up and saw
Oh,
2
really?
hours, 21-minute runtime, what was your first thought?
I already knew it was going to be that because you told me at trivia the night
Okay.
just before that. And I was worried that I was going to not be able to make it through because I knew I had to get up early this morning and drive to my
But you guys watched this after trivia last
We did,
night?
yeah.
That's
and
impressive.
We did pretty good, too. I mean, we it was good. So, I'm excited to talk about this because I'm just gonna say right now that I totally understand why this is some people's favorite movie of all time. This is perhaps one of the easiest fucking movies to watch I have ever watched in my life. As far as it's just a fucking really easy ride. Nothing ever gets complicated. It's just,
Not
Yeah.
too high, not
so
too low.
simple.
It
Right
seems
down
very
the middle.
classic.
It's one street. There's 3 buildings you go in. No, 4. 4 buildings you go in. There's no extras.
There's 6 residents, 2 bars.
There's 2 total women in the whole movie. It's just bare bones, which
Yeah.
is what I
You're
wonder.
right.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's crazy. It's the cast is the cast, and the guys writing in with him when he comes in are some of the same guys that have been positioned on the streets anyway.
Right.
So there's fucking 15 people in this movie. You know.
That's how they got it done so cheap.
Yeah, well, it definitely was a very easy watch. I'm excited to talk about it. So this is a great pick. And David, we're glad you're here. Let's dive into Rio Bravo.
Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
We've got Joe Burdett in here.
Joe Burdett in jail, Nathan's brother?
That's right.
What are you holding him for?
They were about to bury the reason when you were coming in.
Murder?
No other word for it.
No wonder this town's in such a mess. What does Nathan say about this?
Nothing. He's not talking, just doing. You saw part of it. He's got this town so bottled up that I can't get Joe out or any help in. There's men over there watching us. There he is. Can't make a move without him knowing.
Who you got helping you?
You met half of them.
You mean that fellow with the badge that stopped me? Who else?
Stumpy. You know him. He's watching Joe and guarding the jail.
A game-legged old man and a drunk. That's all you got?
That's what I got.
If I ever saw a man holding...
The first thing that comes to mind here is that Wheeler is a really close talker. Made me uncomfortable the whole fucking time. I was just like, if that guy's breath stinks, John, that's the reason why John Wayne keeps looking down the other way.
Yeah, but cowboys are known for that. I don't know if you ever watched Brokeback Mountain, but they're real,
Jesus Christ.
real close.
Here we go.
Eric, did this make you horny? All right. Speaking of Brokeback Mountain, Eric, did this movie at any time make you horny?
Okay, you guys,
Here we go.
there have been a lot that haven't.
Yeah, you
for
have been
various
horny a lot
reasons.
lately. Yeah.
Had a real dry streak.
Okay, this one,
looked at.
this one came absurdly close to making me horny, and
So
I'll
did
tell
you.
you why. Because Angie Dickinson in this, I mean, not only is she hot, like in her prime, but like this bad girl thing, and this like, I know that you know that I want you to take me out of all of these clothes.
Yeah.
Like that.
You don't want me to wear this?
That was fucking hot. And the only thing that didn't get me there is that she just never did. You know, like,
Right.
I mean, I was semi-hard for a large part of this movie. But, you know, I never came in my pants.
Is that right?
And it didn't make me horny.
All right.
But it was close. I just
It
want
did
everybody
not
to
make
know
him horny.
how dangerously close Rio Bravo
All right,
was
we're getting warmer.
to making me
did
horny.
not
so
make him horny.
Maybe just keep bringing on John Wayne movies.
All right.
So the whiskey money, he throws the thing in the spittoon. That was
Made me
fucking mean.
mad. It was sad.
That was mean, but you had to establish just how down on his luck Dean Martin was, you know, and that he would have gone in there after that, and that, you know, and obviously that starts this whole deal. I still don't really understand why the fucking guy got shot that got shot.
I think he just grabbed him.
He
in a
just
fight.
grabbed him. And
It's like when someone turns around and punches someone in the face, like whenever they're in a fight. Like,
But it was done so slow. He looked at him first and was like, "Oh, you grabbed my hand." Pow.
I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
And then everyone acts like they're not going to arrest this guy.
Yeah.
Like, or that he didn't do
Well,
it.
he's
or now
over
his
dead.
brother's going to show up and, like, you shot a guy in front of everybody.
it was a Brock
I
Turner
also
level outrage.
thought that's just what
Okay,
happened
Brock
in the
Turner.
West.
That's established the lawlessness of
didn't,
where
though.
they
Get it?
were.
You're a rich kid. Fuck off.
The thing was, is people
he swim
shot each
well?
other all the time, but like you would still. That's why they had wanted posters and shit.
Yeah.
You still had to be held accountable for
And if
murder. But
you-
the thing is, this guy probably would in actual westerns or whatever. This guy would go into jail. The marshal would come. There'd be no witnesses come forward because they'd be too scared. and
Afraid,
they'd have
yeah.
to fucking let him go.
Yeah.
And it's not like John Wayne could say anything. He got knocked the fuck out.
I like to think that if I accidentally
Multiple
got
times.
into a time machine and got sent back to like the Wild West, that I would go into the printing business. Like, you know,
Yeah, just do wanted posters.
There's always wanted
Yeah.
people.
Caricature.
I would go
art,
into the
describe
mustache
them to me.
business.
I would
Yeah.
draw butts.
Then I'll
you know,
print
just
it.
set up a thing.
Carve.
Just have a little booth and
Carve
yeah,
it.
I'll draw you. Oh, assless chaps. Oh, great.
There you
Yes,
go.
just turn around.
Guys,
so-
all
No, those are
chaps
britches.
are assless.
I know. We
chaps.
this you'll get this if you listen to this episode.
Well, I'm not going to, so.
During 5 questions,
What? You don't listen to these?
Greg wore a cowboy hat, and we were like, he goes, well, the costume's lacking. I was going to wear assless chaps. And I said, aren't all chaps assless? And Amy goes, well, maybe they have assful chaps. And
Those
I
are
said,
pants.
they're pants.
Yeah, leather pants.
And then I said, they're bell bottoms, one-sided bell bottoms. That's fucking funny.
Oh, man. Seems like just one joke too far.
That's weird. I never hear that. You know, like I never.
You
'cause I
never
could-
take it too far.
Oh, I can keep going.
When you start doing this country stuff, can we start wearing chaps? Like
Yes.
with pants, probably.
Ooh.
I used to
do
wear.
you.
I used to wear
You do-
chaps
you do
cologne back
you.
in the day.
Okay, can
Hey,
I?
didn't
Great
everybody?
round. Great
Ralph Lauren.
Great round of trivia.
What?
The cologne.
Chaps.
That was fucking
Oh,
great.
yeah, that was smart, wasn't it?
That was good.
if your band for the country, your touring band for the country album will all wear nudie suits, then
chaps,
then I want to be a part of it. Matching floral,
written statement from Kelsey. And we can talk about it.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
You can have backup answers.
What you're saying is that's not going to happen.
But I feel like, well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
All right. Now,
We'll get you the suit, though.
So I thought
But get me the suit still.
I thought these cities back in the day only had one saloon. I don't know why I didn't think that there would be competition. There'd be two different bars. But obviously, the gang has taken over this one, and then they have the other saloon where, everybody else is,
Yes.
Yeah.
More lighting.
Upstairs, which, the
Cleaner
hotel bar.
outhouses.
See, this seems like
Cleaner
a
outhouses.
bar.
No, okay, 3 then. Because there's where the murder happens, where the gang hangs out, and then the hotel.
Yeah.
God, you could just fucking bar hop up in this fucking street.
In a town with 18 people total,
total.
which is great.
Yeah. Did you notice? Do you notice all of that stuff? You love this movie, David, so much. Like, did what I say about the simplicity of it make sense?
That's a lot of the old westerns are that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes total sense, and it makes it. What you said earlier was it was an easy watch, right? There's not a lot of extra stuff happening.
No, and not a lot of like. I mean, there's a little bit. Like, again, I think you could have easily made this an hour and 50 minutes.
Right.
Because you could cut out some of that, like, awkwardly suspenseful stuff.
Or the 4.5 minute with no dialogue at the beginning. But
I
that
actually Googled if it was a silent film.
I was
That was a nod to
scared.
silent films.
Yeah.
Actually, that was Howard Hawks' nod to silent
letting
films.
Dean Martin sing a song, so then they have to let Ricky Nelson sing a song
Yes,
Three
that.
songs.
immediately.
We
And then
fast
they-
forwarded past all that shit.
Oh, really?
We footloosed the fuck out of that.
You would not have had to cut any of the scenes out of this movie to get it under 2 hours if they didn't wait a half a second to a second and a half between every single line of dialogue
Yeah,
where the guy
that's
goes, "Hey, did you see those guys coming into town?" Yeah, they just pulled in right over here.
They could have cut out 45 minutes if you just would have fucked her the first time she
So
asked.
I think
There you go.
I think they do that though. I think it makes it easier to edit. I think that
It
makes,
that was one of the things that was so off-putting
I mean,
to
they
me.
were still splicing tape back then. You got to.
It was different, yeah.
You have to have those. You can't fucking fade in Pro Tools.
I know, it
Like,
ruined the
it's-
pacing
yeah.
for me, though. Every time someone
was-
said
The pacing
something,
is always feels a little plotting on these.
This
old movies.
movie to me felt like it was a stage production. And I kept telling Casey, I was like, I feel like I'm watching a play because even the blocking was weird.
Yeah.
Like some of the camera angles were really wacky. When they were talking in the bar, him and the girl, or he's behind the bar and he's got his knee up on the thing and she's sitting there like, they're literally showing her and you can't even see her mouth move.
Yeah.
Like that was, and he's not in the shot. Those things were very like, okay. Like I just feel like they've taken me out and that's, I'm the fourth wall here.
and I appreciate those old movies. I'm not team everything has to be badass all the time. Something happens every 11 seconds or whatever science says,
Yeah.
Is what keeps people
Science.
kind of,
Science.
yeah,
Science.
That's what they say. But boy, just the plotting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew you
Just
were going to.
respond to the guy
No,
already.
I don't mind it. I mean, again,
It killed me.
The pacing to me, once I adjust to it, I'm cool with it. Like it was
I liked it.
kept my attention, and again, I thought this was.
I like a little campiness. Like
This
I
was
don't
a
know.
really easy movie.
I
for me.
liked the
I think
story.
you're right,
I liked,
though. I think this would have been really cool if you could do the podcast, like speed it up by 0.5.
Yes.
Not double time, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to be a way to do that.
Just a quarter. Just give me 25% faster on
Yeah.
this, and I
I
probably
want to
would
get.
have.
I want to get this movie done in 50 minutes.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Make it so. So let's see. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But he's the drunk and he's the dude. He's the original dude.
Yeah, it's a borracho.
Borrachon.
Borrachon.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Not beans.
Ooh.
Borracho beans, drunken beans.
Franken beans.
It was a question. One person said Baracho and they got
Beanie
it wrong.
weenies.
Well, yeah, because borracho just means
Drunk.
Said the
Drunk.
Spanish word for drunk.
I am drunk. Soy borracho. But the name that he called it is borrachón, which
Said
is...
the Spanish word for drunk.
Yes, that is... Yeah, the Spanish word for drunk is borracho.
I'm with Casey on this one.
I'm just saying that's not what they called him in the film.
That wasn't
Borrachón.
all
in
of the
the movie. He
question.
said in the movie.
In the movie, yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I actually thought that Ricky Nelson died young. He did not.
45.
Yeah,
He had to have Nelson first.
I mean,
I thought
died
that's
in a-
pretty young.
No.
Thank you.
No, hold on. Let me.
10 years younger than you.
Can I fucking rephrase this, please? I thought he died like as a child actor, I couldn't get that through. But he, there was Ozzie Nelson and Harriet
Ozzie and
Nelson.
Harriet, yeah.
Ozzie and Harriet, and he played the son on the thing, right?
Right.
And then
Then he sired Nelson.
Yeah, the rock
and then
band
he
Nelson.
sired the rock
And then he died in a
band Nelson.
helicopter crash, plane crash.
He
Plane
did,
crash.
yeah, he did.
Oh, with Jimmy Valens and
Wrong decade.
Jeff Bopper.
John Denver.
Jeff
Big Bopper.
right.
Bopper. Hang on, that's my new nickname.
But
Jeff
yes,
Bopper.
he died
Northeast
DeKalb, Texas, in a plane crash in 1985. So his boys were already getting ready to be Nelson at the time. There she goes, like a lady. Feels like forever since she's been on my mind.
Is that your favorite Nelson song?
Nothing has changed. And all them bling blah bloom blah.
Must be.
There she goes. That's a good song,
It
right?
is a good song.
Mine is Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
Blue. They didn't do that song.
You're
That's
telling me Nelson
They
didn't
did.
do
They might have
Blue
covered
Eyes?
it.
Oh, well,
They did the
Nelson.
Bill and Ted theme
got
song.
me. Their sister is Tracy Nelson, who is an actress who has been in stuff that we like.
Growing Pains?
Does she look more like a girl than them?
That's
or
Tracy
the same?
Glass. Oh, yeah. Who's hotter? The two dudes from Nelson?
Oh.
They are.
Like 85 Nelson, 86
So
Nelson.
they are for sure hotter than her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was in Down and Out in Beverly Hills. She's like still in shit. But no, I remember.
Feeling shit.
Jesus Christ.
Wichita Falls really came back with you.
She's like stealing shit.
Yeah, Down
stealing
and Out in
shit.
Beverly Hills. I think she was the daughter or
Oh, my
something in that. That's why I recognize her or whatever. Let's get off this topic. Anyway, Ricky Nelson is super ugly.
Anyway, Ricky Nelson's.
No.
And-
That's what made Eric horny.
dude, he was a good-looking motherfucker, man.
Every
That's
time
for
he was
sure.
on screen, I'm
His
like,
acting
why
was terrible.
are
but
they
his face
doing
was
this
just
to me?
shimmery.
His acting was not as bad as Glenn Campbell in True Grit.
That is true.
Not that. Yeah, that's not far off. But he was not good in this. His acting.
But his good face helped.
His
This
good
was the
face
only
from-
thing that my dad didn't like about this movie because I had to ask my dad about this movie.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, Ricky Nelson as a gunslinger is a piece of shit.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
God, I wish you
From
would've
Ozzie and
recorded that.
Harriet, like the
Yeah, where's his
epitome of
video review.
Oh, man. Derek was like, you should have asked your dad
That
to go
would
on
have
that
been
podcast.
awesome.
And I'm like,
Oh
my
my
dad
God.
doesn't know what a podcast is.
Just don't tell him what he's doing. Just have him sit down.
Just have him in here.
Sit
You're
down
on
here.
the radio.
Come hang out with
Yeah,
us while
you're
we
on
talk
the
about a
radio,
movie.
Dad.
That's
So
right.
Stumpy, that character is in every Western. And every Western television show. Like that fucking character. Just, well, it's home to what?
Usually he's the old prospector, right? With the
Oh,
red
prospector.
pajama shirt with the
This is not Toy Story.
Yeah, the long johns.
but it's always that crazy old,
Yeah.
lives up in the hills.
Crazy
and,
Pete.
you know,
He's got
when
the
you,
bottle of moonshine.
when you stumble across him, you never know what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Oh,
Yes,
He's in
girl.
every Western ever, so it might
Yes,
just be
you're
him.
right.
every
Wanna-
time.
you
He is
gotta
in a
get
lot of
crazy
them.
Willie. Well, hell on, man. We gotta get on the moonshine train.
well, I'll be back here with a shotgun.
That's really fucking good. That was really, really good. But yeah, right when he starts talking, I just look at Casey. He's in every
man.
fucking movie ever.
I just smiled when he started talking.
Yeah,
Makes you
so
happy.
They have to establish that he's a drunk. They're like, you look terrible. I feel worse. And
This is our secondary redemption plot.
Let me ask you
right.
this: how do you think those beers were cold that were in that barrel? Were they just in water?
I don't know that they
Also,
were cold,
what's
buddy.
considered cold?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
They
think
had cold beer in there. How were they making
In the
that
dark
cold?
for a while.
Yeah,
Cold.
maybe that really is just
Cold.
cold.
What I like is that they know he's an alcoholic, so they're just trying to get him to drink less booze.
They want to give him beer.
But he can drink all the beer he wants.
But
It doesn't do anything.
Even Stumpy goes, well, that ain't going to work.
Yeah, and he says later, yeah, I'm not helping anything.
Yeah, but then he goes, that'll work in a couple of days, like, because it's like,
That was good.
thank you.
work in a couple of days.
Because it's just like, right now you're in the DTs.
Yep.
I looked at Casey and I was just like, hey, this is kind of like the Mitch Hedberg AIDS test, hey, Casey, do you know anybody with AIDS? And at first she fucked up the joke. And then she goes,
Because I said yes.
well, thanks for bringing the goddamn room down. Anyway, I go, no, say no. And then I go, well, you know me, so I guess I don't have AIDS, which is the Mitch Hedberg AIDS test. And this is one of those, it's kind of like that where you just go, well, fuck, I've never had the DTs. I'm not an alcoholic.
That's right.
Yeah, if you reverse engineer it, you can
Make anything true. Yeah.
Talk yourself out of anything.
Right.
Like, I only get the shakes for a day. It's not like I get sick to my stomach and shit,
There was this one time back in my 20s where, I'd been drunk for 30 straight days, and it was just like it was getting to be a problem. So I was like, you know what? It's not like I have to drink, but I'm just not going to drink for like a couple weeks just to see. Man, that first night trying to go to sleep sucks.
Oh, no.
Because and it's not like I was having withdrawals. It's just, I was just used to passing out.
Yeah.
Right.
Clothes on, shoes on,
I will
whatever.
say-
That's a good way to get
And
a stick
so-
on your face in lots of different ways.
So to
30 days straight.
to just go in your room and like take off my robe and my slippers and
It's a bad visual.
lay in bed
Nightgown.
and
Be with your own thoughts.
just I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Everything's fine. That sucked.
Not drinking on a tour bus and trying to go to bed, is
How?
Counterproductive.
It's hard to explain. It's the worst thing.
How do you know?
Come on.
Fair enough.
Jesus.
You remember that one time?
Okay. All
In
right.
band camp?
All right, guys. But if you're like, say it's, I'm flying home the next day and I'm like, I got to get up early or radio or whatever. And I go to bed and then it's like the night that everybody else is partying or whatever. And I'm just laying there again with my thoughts like, okay, well, shit. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know the inside of my bunk was red.
I wonder how tall
that's
Jesus
so
was.
Yeah. I wonder how tall Jesus was.
Yeah, we've definitely done that thing the night before a flight home where we decide to be responsible and go to bed. And it is always the night that people decide, like, we're going to party balls until our flight. And you're just like, oh, man.
Yeah, I don't like
no
to.
good.
I don't like to fly home hungover. It's not my favorite thing. So I always take it easy the last night and I go to bed. I really do. And passport in my fucking pocket and shit. Like I'm going home.
Mine too. I'm not allowed to hold it.
Yeah, mine in my pocket too. All right. So let's see here. So the last thing that happens here, and then we're going to take a quick break, is that now this Wheeler who didn't offer his services right away.
I thought he was the bad guy because of the way he reacted coming
Initially
He was an
to
asshole.
the Borchon.
The
Yeah.
thing
Kind of a
was,
jerk.
though, is he wasn't used to being stopped at this is a town they pass through all the time. He and his men are there. He wasn't used to being stopped, and especially by some guy that he recognizes as being some just fucking drunk. Now, he recognizes the guy being drunk because he comes through all the time, right? And so, anyway, they explain his story, and it's an important story because a girl came through on the stagecoach. He got told that she was trouble, and he left for her, and he comes back. He's been drinking for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, John Wayne knew that she was trouble when she walked in.
Yeah.
Tried
That's
to tell him
him.
that, but
Yeah,
He
it
would
just
listen.
didn't work out. Yeah. Did you just repeat what I just said, or am I forgetting what I'm saying now?
no, just tried to do a little Taylor Swift line
Okay.
in there, but
I knew you were trouble.
That's
What
all right.
song is that?
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
John Wayne told me you were trouble right then.
Nice.
All right, your John Wayne related country album.
Yeah.
Why don't you let
Thanks.
me help you? Why don't you deal me in?
You're not good enough.
Oh, I don't know. I'm at least as good as
If
that.
you're so good, why did you have to hire Colorado? No thanks, Pat. You keep out of it.
Hey, that's an idea.
What?
Ryan, Colorado, you call him. He's young, Chance, but he's good, real good.
Could use him if he's good. But that's up to him.
Let me see what he says.
Evening, Sheriff.
Any luck, kid?
Pretty fast game.
Son, I asked you over here because the sheriff's a friend of mine. He's got trouble. He can use a good man.
To go against the Burdettes, Sheriff?
That's right.
I told him you were one of the best.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm a lot better at, Mr. Wheeler. That's minding my own business. No offense, Sheriff.
No offense.
I was looking at his butt.
Me too.
Oh, you went,
Well,
yeah.
never expected that.
Showed good.
God, you want some?
So funny both times.
You want some fries with that shake? Damn, Ricky
He does
Nelson.
have a nice hiney.
I got a problem with the plot here.
Uh-oh.
Why didn't he just offer the help in the first place when they talked outside the goddamn fucking sheriff's office?
Maybe he started realizing the gravity of
Yeah,
the
maybe he
situation.
didn't understand
He
how
had
big
to-
it was.
But Carlos had to tell him to go talk to that guy about getting help. It just it's just bad writing or a bad edit somehow. But anyway, that's the only
That's
problem. I
true,
have
a
with the
bad
whole
edit.
movie.
Like maybe they had a lot more to use and they didn't use it.
my
Exactly.
God.
What?
That they had more.
Oh.
Yeah. What is this? The fucking Godfather?
It was supposed to
Bravo?
be 15 hours.
Yeah, this was a 4-part miniseries that they turned
Miniseries.
into.
There was
First
somebody that was
miniseries
cut out.
ever.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, we're back, and Casey, we just started back. By the way, we just started and then Amy and I looked at Ricky Nelson's butt.
He's got
How
a
is
good
it?
butt.
It's a pretty good butt. Yeah,
Like his
actually.
bare butt?
No. Are you kidding? Not
He walked
sad
away and
today.
he did an odd wave
we
away.
didn't. So there's a whole gambling thing that's happening here, and we need this so that he can meet the girl. And she's like, I've been traveling around with this cheating gambler, but I didn't know he was cheating. And that's me on the wanted poster, or the, what do they call it? The
He's full of
Handbill.
shit.
Handbill.
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 shit.
She's full of shit.
She's a good gambler. She
She's a
knows
hustler.
you're a cheater.
She's a con artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think? But she's going to stay there and be his girlfriend now.
No, she's not. She's gonna con him.
He was like, will you stay here and be my girlfriend?
We don't see Rio Bravo 2, where she takes off with all his shit.
Well, that's
called
she
Rio
goes-
Lobo.
she goes,
You actually
I
can
never
say
even
that.
saw Ricky Nelson at all. I'd rather be with you.
What did you just say?
John
Exactly.
What did you just say?
I said it's called Rio Lobo. They remade it a couple of times.
Do you understand why that's significant? Because, hold on, here I come. Here, watch me spin. Okay, Burdett's brother in this movie, hear me out, played in the 80s Sheriff Lobo on BJ and the Bear.
Claude.
And he had his own spin-off show. He is our Sheriff Lobo, mighty Sheriff Lobo. And that was him in the jail.
The misadventures of Sheriff
You solved
Lobo.
this entire movie.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it.
Look, it's
Fucking
done.
did it.
They were just, that was him on
All
the
right.
other side of the
That
bars.
was a good one, guys.
Do we stop now? Pantera. I don't know. All right. So, but Ricky Nelson does come to the rescue of everybody and say, look, I don't think that's her. I think it's this guy. They arrest the guy. But then this Wheeler, he's just walking down the street minding his own business. And then a guy just shoots him right in the fucking back
Got
like
fucking
an
capped.
asshole.
Yeah, got capped.
Right? Now, here's the thing. When they start looking for the guy, they don't have to look much because there's only 12 buildings in the entire city.
And we were on this side, so
Right.
there's 6 of them
We know
immediately off the list.
Exactly what it's got. Okay, in that one, there's people in there. It couldn't have been that.
Wasn't down there by the jail.
Nope. And that one is full of pig shit. There's
Well,
no way he
he's
would.
right there.
There he is. We've got him.
And
right.
they do the darkest lit scene in movie history here, where I was just like squinting my eyes. Like, am I supposed to be seeing anything right now?
Was it worse than that Game of Thrones
That's
episode?
exactly what I was like, what fucking show was it
Yeah.
that everyone was so mad about?
Oh,
You know
it was
what?
awful.
We weren't too mad about that. It was suspenseful for us.
Turn your brightness
but,
up. I don't know.
Man, I mean, people lost their ever-loving fucking minds.
Yeah, was it
after
a
that.
terrible, like, sped up way too fast ending? Yes, but it
Well,
wasn't too
Derek and I, we saw that it was dark, so we turned the lights off.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
just don't.
yeah, adjust.
I know we're in like the top 1% of intelligence
Yeah.
here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't want to brag.
Yeah. I mean, dude, once you learn to dim lights,
Turn up the brightness on your electronics.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
bow down to me.
Do I
okay?
even need an IQ test at this point?
Alexa, turn off the lights.
She's not going to know that command. Oh, I have the mic off because I did I'll give a shout out.
Because you sang Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out here. So Alexa Bliss, friend of mine, friend of us, and friend of the show. Friend of Casey, a friend. She's family. And so her pig, Larry Steve, passed away a few days ago, and it's very sad, but my song that I wrote for her, that Bowling for Soup does, called Alexa Bliss, says, I talk about the pig, and at the end I go, Larry Steve, and in the video you see him like oinking and shit, right? So he passed away. He what?
Being a pig.
Being a pig.
Pigging
And
around.
so he did pass away. So I did they did a fundraiser for a pig rescue thing. You can see that on Alexa's Instagram thing. Her reels. Is that right? Oh,
yes.
IGTV. Her IGTV. You can see the whole benefit, and it's me and Sarah Michelle Gellar and Travis from We the Kings and Ryan from Yellow Card and Ryan, who was her fiance and all that shit. Anyway, I had to turn ALEXA off because I can't do that song in here.
He recorded that song, and our whole fucking house was like lit up.
Well, there's a thermostat right outside the door, and I can't hear it, but Casey can. It's
400
and
degrees.
it can hear me. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, we did the video in this
because
house.
she's so hot.
We
I
did,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like turning down to 68 degrees.
So they I thought the muddy boots thing was kind
Looking
of
for
cool.
some muddy boots.
And I actually thought that whole scene of
sorry, it was dirty shoes.
Dirty shoes.
Again, wait for it.
A little bit later.
What happened when I was gone?
It wasn't. It was. There was a lot of shit.
I'm not here for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you literally
Picked that 30 minutes to fucking miss.
To be fair, you missed like 23 minutes, and in that
This is what it feels like to be me on this
Yeah.
show all the time. I always miss 30 minutes of fucking inside jokes.
What happened?
Yeah. So anyway, they go in looking for the boots or whatever, but it's super interesting to note that they go into this other guy's pub, saloon, I don't know, spa, bar, and
spa.
they go into this med spa, right?
Med spa.
Let's stretch those shoulders out. Anyway, and just the respect that they're given, because it's like, well, there's a lot. I mean, it had to have been a weird time to be alive, right? Because there had to have been certain bars you would walk in and they'd be like, look, there's two of you. We're just going to kill you guys. And that's going to be the end of that thing.
Well, it's like that on Fry Street.
I just want to point out that you've been seeking for the answer of what a med spa is for so long. And we talk about it all the time, and you still went with stretch your shoulders out at the med spa.
I still have no idea what it is.
What is a med
It's
spa?
like where you go get like Botox and lip injections and stuff.
Yeah.
And every time we
Facials.
pass one, there's one that's called like, it's a secret med spa. And he's like, why is it a secret? What's a med spa? And we talk about it all the time, and you still never retain the
I thought
information.
it was like physical therapy.
A jerk off.
And spa at the same time.
With a happy
it's
physical
like
therapy with a
cosmetic,
happy
like
jerk off.
injectables and shit like that, like little.
A medical spa.
Yeah, they call it a spa because
These
that sounds better than like straighten out that forehead, bitch.
injection
places.
joints.
Little
Pokey-
massage places.
Yeah.
Go
Pokey
go on.
shooter upper
No.
places.
They don't jerk you off. You're in a room with like a lot of other people.
Everyone's getting their
Wait,
foot
the
massaged
foot
at the
spa?
same time.
Yeah. Foot
Okay.
spa.
Did you know that the one that we used to go to in Frisco
Their
is like
foot?
top of the list as to happy
Prostitution?
endings
Extras?
and all the things
What?
in the DFW area? Yeah,
Which one in Frisco?
the
Hang on, I'm writing
the
this
one
down.
that was next to the restaurant.
Rub your feet. Jack you off.
The one next to...
We went there. The one that's like by like the fucking event place now. It's by like where La Peep was.
La Peep, yes.
Yeah, the one with the fucking dude that put his penis in our hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's the palms up guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been.
A guy laid his penis in your hands without you knowing it?
No, we knew. It was
Like
just
a
like
bachelor party, I'm Nick the...
No, it was
Okay, it was more like
a very light.
What did he say to you to get you to
sure
get
you
your
got a
hands
dick?
out?
No, he just
you're laying face down on the table
with
and your arms are down
Oh,
by
you
your
were getting
side.
a massage.
Yes.
And he
Yeah, he didn't just
set
go
his,
like,
set his
all right, now hands out.
And he wienered your hand?
Yeah. And what's so funny is whenever I brought it up, she was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the guy with like the half
His
chub.
exposed-
There was the half chub guy. There was the
Exposed penis?
stinky tennis shoes guy.
I still don't know which one this is.
We went there after like a movie night one time, not that long ago, and it was next door. They were playing like loud music. Remember? It was like
That one was shady as fuck.
yeah, that's the one that me and
obviously.
Amy both at separate times that we went got like a half chub in the hand.
Yep, and
Outside
I got
of his
one on the
pants?
back of the head.
Which, by the way, is not like
So these dudes are jerking guys off?
apparently we're supposed to jerk them off and pay for it. I don't
guess
know.
so.
Jesus Christ.
But
That's a bad
Casey's mom and
business
I,
strategy.
That's just not good.
Shanna and I got a couples massage at this place, and they took us into a room, and she got like the regular bed. There's like a chair that kind of folds out into a bed when you turn over and all the things.
It's a lazy boy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lazy boy, but there was one of those, and then there was a regular massage table. So they tell me like, you get up on the massage table, she'll get this chair. And then when it was my turn to flip over on my stomach, this guy just climbs on top of me and puts one knee in front of each shoulder. And all I can feel is just
his
like
balls on your, yeah.
Like every time he leans forward to rub his hands down my back, I just get a little on the back of my head.
So we start talking about
smell
whenever we
his
go there,
asshole?
you learn to put your palms down so that it doesn't put his half chub in your hands. And so we started talking about like that's how we gauge like if a celebrity's hot is if you go palms up for him.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Is it one of the ones where you're in there getting the regular foot massage and then they take you in the back room and,
No.
and
No.
have you take your shirt off?
No,
we
this
just-
one had the communal area with the 6 chairs
But
in
they
the
got
front.
a couples massage,
But
not like a
those were
regular
full, so when Shanna and I went in, they were like, "Well, you want a couples
so they're
room
jerking people off in there in
in the
chairs?
rooms? No, in the back rooms."
Okay.
Let's go get a couples massage, Jarrett,
I would do that with you.
Yeah, this is why you can't be in the band.
because of the Chinese jerk off stations.
Station.
You're a little too together on that.
Absolutely, I'll go.
Yeah. Man, imagine a $50 gold piece.
Imagine
Two of
paying
'em.
for someone to jerk you off.
Well,
You can't call him out.
so I have friends. I can't say who it is.
Is this the part where I do it? Because that's what you do
Is
whenever
it
I do that.
Schmavid Schmooly?
I'm too cheap.
Also, Casey, I apologize for that, and I didn't
Which
mean
time?
to. All of them.
All of them.
But yes, my good buddy Cranfill.
You're going to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Schmott on Schmames.
Schmaldor.
Schmosh Schmilman.
He doesn't need to pay.
No, he's like, you back off. That's the line right there.
He gets you to be hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go palms up.
Your palms up for him.
However it needs to work.
Schmike from Schmorida.
He's having a baby. Don't get him in trouble.
I'm sorry. I feel like I gave away like a very secret code that we had.
Schmabid Schmindrick.
Oh, no, I like that. That's fine. Now more people get it.
Wait.
Schmoosey Schmurry.
She paid someone to get a hand job.
I was just trying to see if you were going to try to attempt Schmee-hurse.
Oh, Schmee Schmursh. Schmeld. Now it's my friend Schmeldor.
That was a good one.
To get, I don't know.
Oh man, so much happens
What is
here.
happening?
This fucking.
We're on like clip 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurry it along here. So yes, we are gonna go to the next thing. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss anything. Well, I guess the one big plot thing here that's important is that he needs to get some sleep at some point. Otherwise, this whole thing is gonna take place in one day, right? So we have to have him go to sleep. And apparently he goes to sleep and she has stood watch over his room the entire time.
Why would the owner of this hotel
Okay,
take the word
well,
of some random fucking guest over the sheriff of his town.
Right.
I tried
Right.
to wake you up, but
And
she
this is
said
the
no.
part where I knew that she had to have been a con artist of some kind, right? Like she's trying to do something really crazy and it just never happened.
Yeah, so her thing is she just wants the John Wayne D.
You're gonna say John.
Well, Carlos had already seen the chemistry between the two of them when he was showing John Wayne the bloomers early, and she walked in. So
True.
he saw that and then was like, hey, if she says not to wake him up, maybe I shouldn't.
He's
wake him up.
matchmaking.
There you go.
Yeah,
He
but that
thought-
wasn't like that was like a, okay, this is a con artist hooker who's probably going to do it to the sheriff. But
He thought she was going to go in there and
He
schmuck
probably
the Schmidt
figured
out
the
of him.
I would just say,
he probably figured he needed it.
you've been on tour a lot of times. I would imagine that there's been some unquestionable women that have been taken to hotel rooms from other bands, wherever, and like you probably wouldn't take that bitch's word for it the next day.
Right.
No. Yeah. Or that day. No.
At that exact time.
Any day.
Anytime.
No. Ever. Yeah, I don't fucking trust anybody, but, that's a thing. Because you have wallets and iPads and shit,
Yeah.
They didn't have that
Like
back
if
then.
I walked up and she was like, no, just let him sleep, I'd be like, oh fuck, she killed him.
They didn't have that back then, but they had fucking guns.
Well, he carried a rifle with him all the time.
Especially because everybody's like out to get him, and
She looked
everybody's
like she
trying
knew
to
what to
trust
do with
this
a rifle.
stranger.
Yeah.
It's a whole other conversation.
Well, he was just like, you know what? You can tell. Oh, this is a good exchange, right? She was like, he goes, she told me not to wake you. She said outside your room, right? And he goes, well, you can tell her she's a fool. And he's like, oh, you want me to go tell her that she's a fool? No, I'll tell her. You're going to go tell her that she's a fool?
No.
That was fucking funny, right?
Those
And he got
exchanges
annoyed?
are really funny.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are always good. So anyway, she's going to go get on the stage. We all know that she's not going to do that.
I didn't know she wasn't going to do it.
No, I definitely. Oh, you did too, dum dum.
Because she was she was like a not naked stripper. Why not?
Well, she wasn't naked because he's really bad. He has bad game. That's his second
For
opportunity.
sure.
to
Yeah.
do
They
stuff to
spent
her.
too much
Your point
time.
earlier.
They spent too much time investing in her to just send her off.
Right.
Well, she had
On the
nowhere to
stage.
go.
Yeah, 1/3 into the
Stage to
movie.
Fort Worth. Yeah.
With your green tights. I
Bye.
don't know.
The funny thing is that when this movie started and then Carlos's wife comes out, I went, uh-oh. I go,
Yeah.
uh-oh. And because I'm like, oh, fuck. Dean Martin's going to fuck the shit out of her. It's going to be I swear to God. Like, I
No,
didn't-
you said that about the girl, the main
She's a
girl.
nice lady.
You said, oh, so she's Dean Martin's love interest.
Well, no,
and
no.
I said, no, this is an old movie, so the old guy's going to get the hot
You're
girl.
right. So, but first I was like, the girl, and I go, uh-oh. Then Angie Dickinson comes and goes, oh, okay. That's the one that Dean Martin, you go, nope, that's going to be John Wayne's girl.
An
I'm like,
old Western.
Are
like,
you sure?
Yes, always. I'm
Oh, my
saying, like, there's so
goodness.
much fucking stigma against these, like, big age gap things. And obviously, I'm not speaking from experience. I don't know. But, like, we're literally been groomed. Like, all the old movies, the leading men were all fucking 50 years old, and the women were always, like, in their early 20s. Like, it's just the way that I don't know. It just seems normal for, like, an older man to be attracted to a younger woman, or a younger woman to be attracted to the more established man instead of the younger, handsome. I don't know. It's just weird.
I agree with
Obviously,
you.
she would have been jumping on fucking Ricky
Ricky
Nelson.
Nelson, yeah.
I mean, they had to have,
Instead
right?
of the drunk.
I mean, he was only 19, right? And she was like 28 or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
I agree. But I'm just saying, I'm not sure if she would, like, who wants to sleep with a 19-year-old boy again?
True.
Well, not me.
Let's get back to his fingers.
Come on, bro. Let's fuck.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Is that a Wilhelm scream?
Close.
I think
Not
it's close.
quite.
Is it too long?
I think it's too long.
I think it
Yeah.
might be too long. We just talked about that the
We
other day.
did. We had it. We had a whole thing about it. Okay, guys. Welcome everybody to 5 questions. We will be playing and talking about the movie Palladino Canyon today, and we're glad you guys
Watched
are
the
here.
wrong movie.
Dom's got his shit all fucking figured out now. Hold on,
Yeah, I'm on my phone now, so I sound a little shittier, but
all right, guys. It's welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about the movie Rio Bravo just during tonight's match. Sitting in For Eric will be the lovely Amy, who will be asking Eric's question tonight. Eric is on a date, yes, not with his wife. So we will just have to discuss that. That's right, it's with his child. He's on a daddy date, which is fucking adorable. Let's all bask in it. Here with us tonight, 12 out of 18. He's won 12 of 18 attempts. Mr. Greg Lee, everybody. Give it up for him.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's a really good record. I don't feel like you've had your ass kicked by the coin toss near as much as Jason Ellsworth has, like for some reason.
No, I have been fortunate. That is true.
Yeah, well, you're looking great in your cowboy hat, and as always, it's always great that you show up in costume. Next up, and he's actually in studio. He is one of our bosses. That's right. He is one of our executive producers for a long time now, actually, and we do not let him cheat, so he has only won 4 times out of 12.
I'm no Wendy.
But tonight, 2 things are going to happen, and I'm going to do one of them right now. Tonight, we will present David Dooley with his first 10 attempts plaque right here. Here it is. I'll hand it to him right now.
Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
There you go.
It is gorgeous.
Those of you coming to BFS 27 will get yours there, and if you're not, they will be mailed to you shortly thereafter. But we are all caught up on those. David, welcome. Tonight you have a chance to go for your 5th win.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. You like this movie, right?
I'm a John Wayne guy.
All right. Well, let's see how much of a John Wayne guy you are. Last week, Vinny Cataldo got the shit kicked out of him on his favorite movie ever.
No
yeah, true story.
I still don't think that was his favorite movie ever.
I won on True Grit, which is my favorite movie ever, so I was okay with that.
There you go.
This one's mine.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble then.
Them are fighting words.
Damn it, Maverick.
That's what goes to the picture.
All right. Let's see. Chris Cranfill is here. He's 13 and 3. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Good to see you, Chris. Chris also went and got a cowboy hat so that he and
I never wear it. I had to wear it, yeah.
Well, you and Greg can get together after the show and do a split screen sort of like sexy cowboy thing.
Do some line dancing.
Yeah, I love it. Let's fucking do that
Sexy
shit, right?
cowboy
Do it. Everybody's favorite impersonator, everybody. Give it up for Dom Petretta.
Hey-o.
There he is. Good to see you, Dom. You've got your shit working now. Thank you very much for fixing that. That was super annoying. And we love you.
He's telling me. Let's see if this new camera broke.
And for his first time on the show, please welcome new producer and first time ever 5 questions here, Jason Palladino, everybody. Jason coming in all pro style. He sounds better than we do. And he doesn't sound at all now. We can't hear you. What happened?
Hello.
Did Dom Petretta come over there?
No. My bad, sorry. I fucking broke it.
Nice.
I'm going to be honest. That sounded like somebody stepped on a dog. Are you there, Jay?
Oh, dear.
I'm here, yeah.
Okay,
I'm very honored to be here tonight.
Right. Do you go by Jay or Jason?
Jason. Yeah, Jason's my mother named me Jason.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, then we can't get in trouble for saying that. Can't get in trouble for that. All right, guys. Well, is everybody allowed to, or is everybody able to write down your answers tonight?
I'm allowed.
Everybody got
Thank
a pad
you.
and paper? Okay. And David is right here, so I will make sure that he does not cheat at going for this plaque, which is very, very sought after. Guys, get ready. Have some fun. You all know the rules. Let's do this thing. Here we go. All right, guys. In the movie Rio Bravo, how many acres did Stumpy get stolen from him? All right, David Dooley, we're going clockwise. You're up first. What you got?
I have no idea. I said 40 acres.
Okay. Jay, what did you say?
476.
Okay. Greg Lee.
460 acres might mean a lot to you, but it meant a whole world to me.
All right, Chris Cranfill.
Oh, boy, I'm in trouble.
You got the line and everything.
450 acres.
All right, and John Wayne at the first Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims. 460.
The answer is 460, guys.
Son of a bitch.
Wow. I tell you, Pilgrim. Seriously, Greg Lee coming out quoting the fucking line makes me think this is like somebody trying to play me on the movie Arthur.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Might be.
Which
the remake, right?
I don't think I'm beatable.
Yeah.
I do not think I'm beatable. If you ever say that again, Don Petretta, we're gonna get in the squared circle. All right, guys. Here we go. Everybody has a score. All right. So the next question is question number 2. And here we go. In the movie Rio Bravo, what is the Spanish word for drunk? All right, Jason Palladino, what is that Spanish word for drunk?
Borracho.
All right, Greg Lee.
They have borrachon with the two little dots above the A.
All right. Wait, let me see yours one more time, Jason. Did you have the N on there?
He's doing beans, Borracho beans.
Did you drop your thing?
No, I think I went with the verb.
Yes.
Okay, you went as in to get drunk.
To get drunk.
Okay,
right.
got it. All right, Chris Cranfill.
I didn't get it, so I put El Sean.
Okay, Dom, what did you say?
Borrachon. I don't know if I spelled it right, but
Stumpy, what you got?
I got Borrachon.
All right, I am gonna not be able to give that to you, Jason.
You just asked him the Spanish word for drunk. That's the Spanish word for drunk.
That is the Spanish
But
word
I
for
said
drunk.
in the movie Rio Bravo.
Yeah.
Right.
This was Dean Martin's nickname, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what they
think
call it.
I think it's important. I really do. I think it's got to.
No, I agree with you.
Got to be the noun. Okay. All right. He agrees. Okay. So it was about a chon, everybody. So Dom, Greg, and Dave all got that right. Is that correct?
Yes.
Greg Lee with 2, Dom with 2, Dooley with 1, Jason and Cranfill both bringing up the rear as always. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's make it a little bit easier. When Wheeler is shot in the back. Oh my God!
That was a
mashed
good
potatoes.
one.
Wow!
duck and cover.
When Wheeler is shot in the back, how did the sheriff and the deputy expect to identify the man that ran into Burdett's saloon?
Finally.
How did they expect to identify the man that ran into Burdett's saloon? All right, guys. Greg Lee, you're up.
I was going to say he was wearing ashless chaps, but I went with muddy boots.
Probably a better answer.
Well
Probably
played.
both, let's be honest.
Chris
Yeah,
Cranfill.
probably was, yeah.
Chris, you were pretty confident in this one.
Dirty shoes.
All right. I'm going to give you shoes, but Jesus Christ.
Hand over the hat.
But Jesus Christ.
Tom Petretta, what'd you say?
I got muddy boots as well.
Okay. David Dooley?
I got muddy boots because he ran through a puddle.
And Jason Palladino.
Is muddy boots?
That's right, muddy boots. Wait, shit, wrong button. Sorry. Very, very good, guys.
So are we giving Cranfill it?
We are going to give Cranfill that one. I technically a boot is a shoe.
Well, back then there was no tennis shoes.
And
So.
mud and dirt, so suck it, Sean.
Boy.
I'm kidding.
All right, guys. Here we go on the next question. Here we go. By the way, it's 3-3. Dom and Greg. 2, Dooley and Cranfill and Jason each have 1. All right, guys. How much money did Bert the Undertaker pull out of each man's pocket when they were shot in front of the saloon? Chris Cranfill, you are up first, I believe.
I don't know this one.
All right, Dom Petretta?
Yeah.
I wrote they each had $50 coins, which added up to $150 total.
Ooh, David Dooley, what'd you say?
I think they each had 2 $50 gold pieces at this point.
Yeah, Jay, what did you say?
2 $50 gold coins.
All right, Greg Lee?
Yeah, I had $100 each, $300 total, and 6 $50 gold pieces, 2 each.
So 2.
Wow.
Goddamn.
That's why I asked for clarification.
It was 2 $50 gold pieces. $100 is the answer.
Beautiful.
Dom, I'm sorry. I don't know where you got 3, buddy.
I remembered 50, and there was 3 of them. So,
Yeah, there was 50 earlier.
50.
They upped the ante at that point.
50 was earlier.
Yeah. There it is.
Goodness gracious.
I'm a clown.
Yeah. I'm really sorry that happened, buddy.
So that was Dooley.
Give me a bottle of seltzer.
Everybody got it right but Dom.
Oh, and Cranfill.
Cranfill did not know it? Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry. I don't know. You're keeping score.
I know.
Okay, Greg 4, Dom and Dooley 3, Jason 2, Cranfill 1. Everybody's on the board, and remember, it's anybody's game. This will be my last question. Let's see here. We'll make it a good one. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, guys, this is easy. What was the name of the hotel owner? Dom Petretta, what you got?
Please tell me it's Carlos.
All right, David Dooley?
I will tell you, it's Carlos.
Jason Palladino.
Carlos, or he calls him Carlitos.
Carlitos one time, yeah.
All right, Greg.
That's right.
Carlos Rapante.
All right, and Chris Cranfill.
Carlos as well.
All right, we got Carlos. Everybody got that right, of course. All right, guys. Got an interesting situation. This means Amy's question is going to be very, very important to, well, could possibly be important to 3 of you. Chris, yeah, not so much. That's okay. I still like you a whole bunch. All right, guys, it is time for Amy's.
Dean Martin, who plays Dude in this film, was a member of the iconic Rat Pack. Name the other 4 main members of that group. And he says, be very specific and don't argue.
Okay, there we go. All right, we are back to you, Dooley. What you got?
Well, I don't want to say in case somebody else doesn't have.
If you don't have
I don't have all 4.
If you don't have all 4, I would
don't.
suggest not doing it.
I'm not saying.
Okay. Jason Palladino?
As an Italian, I'm devastated that I don't remember this. I got Sammy Davis and Frank.
All right. Okay. 2 obvious ones. All right. Greg Lee?
I had Sammy and Frank, and then I had Eddie Fisher, but I don't think that's right.
All right. Chris Cranfill.
Oh, I didn't guess. You told me I couldn't go.
Well, no, you can still go. It just doesn't matter.
You have one more?
Just name it. Yeah, you got 4?
Rattle.
I definitely knew of Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis. I can't remember anyone else. Those are the 2 main ones, Dean Martin.
Oh, I know another one. Jerry Lewis.
Lady.
All right. Dom Petretta.
As also a fellow Italian, I am ashamed of this. I only have Sinatra.
Okay, man, you know, that's a really hard question. What's the answer?
No.
All right, we've got Frank Sinatra, Sammy
What about David? Did David go?
No, I only had Sinatra and Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We've got Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey
Peter
Bishop.
fucking Lawford.
Joey Bishop.
That's what I got.
Peter
All right,
Lawford
Joey
is the
Bishop.
other one that I
was
knew,
thinking.
but I didn't know. I don't know the Joey Bishop thing. Joey Bishop is he's one of our producers.
Have a Joey Bishop.
What a guy.
Wow. I had no idea.
He's been supporting from the grave for
I
years.
thought they were all dead. Jesus Christ.
Also a supporter of the show.
All right.
Sorry. That was good.
All right, guys, here's where we're at. Greg, you are in the lead with 5. You can sit back and wait on the results of what's about to go down now. Dom and Dooley, you both have 4. We will now flip a coin to see which of you is going against Greg. Jason and Cranfill, you are both out of it. I am very sorry to say, but better luck next time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be Cranfill going to question number 7?
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
we're in the
fucked that
middle,
up.
so we're out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if Cranfill fucks up, it goes to
Why
Greg.
am I picking on Cranfill tonight?
I don't know.
He took his hat off and
Put your hat back on.
Yeah, it just goes
He
to
took his
Cranfill.
hat
If
off in
Cranfill gets
defeat.
it right, he wins.
Right. If he doesn't, it goes to Greg.
Wow.
Suit up, Chris.
Well, Cranfill, it's good. I told you not to answer that last question. If you would have got it right, it would have fucked this up for you.
Then it would have, yeah.
Guys, I am sorry. All I can say is it's been a long day already, and My bad. And I've only had 1.5 beers. Chris, you're still in it. You get this.
Okay.
You get this right. You win. You get it wrong. You're not a loser. But you didn't win, did you? All right, here we go, Sean. Oh, sorry.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
All right, Chris, 4 categories: films, feathers, awards, Star Killer.
Oh, God, films.
Films. The film Rio Bravo is often regarded as a rebuttal of sorts to what famous 1952 Western starring Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly?
I think you're confusing him now.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
are. Don't listen to them, Cranfill.
I'm just guessing. Rio Grande. I don't know. Rio Grande?
No.
Incorrect. Greg, do you want to tell everybody what the answer is?
That would be High Noon.
High Noon.
Wow.
Attaboy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Lee. Tough to beat.
Okay.
We knew we were in trouble when you started quoting the movie right after.
Yeah, we were all screwed
into this one.
Yeah, that was Chris. I am sorry that I fucked up the rules on you twice, but way to go sticking it all the way out there. That's everybody laughed.
That was funny.
Guys, seriously, Greg, congratulations. You are now 13 and 19, meaning next time you play, you will get your second 10 attempts plaque. And guys, as always, and welcome to the family, Jason. And as always, guys, we absolutely could not do this show without you. So thank you. And we'll see you very, very soon. Y'all be good.
Morning, Sheriff. Hello, Burdette. Been expecting you. I want to see my brother. You can come in. But that doesn't mean the rest of you. He's not your brother. Go on across the street with the others.
Do as he says. What are all those people doing in town?
I didn't ask. Didn't ask him to come or ask him why they're here. But I think they're watching to see what you're gonna do. You don't like that, do you? Too many witnesses. Now, do you want to keep talking to me or see your brother?
See my brother.
Come on! Coming in, Stumpy.
Get in here. So that fucking dude looks like American Dad in
I was
real
going to say,
life.
just kidding. She probably would have been on that dude. She's a con artist.
That dude,
rich
jawline.
American Dad.
He reminded me of
his fucking jawline is crazy.
And solid cheekbones.
I quit.
Oh, yeah.
That's
totally.
who he looked like to me.
Right.
The guy from The Wonders, Jonathan
Schmonathan Schmatch. Yeah, sorry.
I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure
it's
that's
always
right.
a race. I'm always going to win. I love you so much, Dave. Dave, I mean, we're not taking a shit all over your favorite movie. We're loving it.
It's not. It's his favorite movie.
No. Top 5.
Top 5. Sorry.
I will say, look,
The other 4 are movies we've also never heard of before.
I sat and it's funny because, again, you put things into perspective, right? And as you're watching something like this seems like something that my dad probably would have liked to watch. He loved old movies or whatever, and I just rolled my eyes but that's how we got into the math of the whole thing, where it's like, okay, this is to me as Star Wars is to you, because it's like, I during the summer I'm like, hey Everett, let's watch Goonies. Let's watch this 30-fucking-year-old movie.
They don't want to watch this boring shit.
They do though. I mean, there are some like The Sandlot or whatever that
the
work.
Sandlot's a good one.
And so maybe this one would have been a good one to approach me with. I don't know. There's only so much Charles Bronson a fucking 9-year-old can handle back in the 70s.
I watched a lot of Sound of Music with my grandma.
Yeah. Right.
And I love that movie.
Because she loved
my wife's favorite movie.
Some Nazis.
Yeah, she loved some Edelweiss and...
Some anal vice?
Yikes.
What? What did your grandma love?
Edelweiss.
Anal what?
Anal vibes.
Anal lice?
We already talked about that. Let's not restart the podcast.
Anal lice.
What happened?
I'm
Did
sorry.
anybody see the movie Bronson?
I
That
know
was
my
really good.
grandmother was already disappointed in me for just doing this show, but I'm sorry, Grandma, that they Talk about your anal life.
I am sorry you
I
had
swore
anal
I would
lice.
keep it a secret.
And
itchy assholes.
Well, they needed to. They just you got to trim.
Do you think that's how?
Oh, hell.
Oh no!
You get a hairy asshole. You get some anal lice.
Wait, Jared, sing him the song.
You get a hairy asshole.
No, in the tune of Amplified.
What?
The tune of anal lice.
Asshole.
No, you're right. Making up a song
hairy
feels right.
asshole.
Yeah.
The hills are alive with the sound of anal lice.
With songs they've sung for 1,000 years.
They bite my bottom. I don't know that song. Fucking shit itches. You know?
Oh,
It
my
does
goodness.
make it itch when you shit.
Yeah.
I think we have a break.
Broke him.
Something that the bidet can't even handle.
Yeah, just end up blasting them all over the room.
Yeah. That's a spreader.
Oh, where's the goat when you need it?
One fucking, that one, the fucking Chappelle episode where he.
Mike Florida just said clip.
No, he's saying a new clip.
Oh.
Shut up, Mike.
Schmike.
Spike.
Mike's
good.
Florida.
They're trying to like work at like a Kinko's, and the lady goes out, she just goes, "My butt itches. I took a shower and everything." Oh my god, that was fucking shit. Shit. Oh, that was fucking
Oh,
funny.
my goodness.
All right, Burdette was super attractive. We talked about that. Now, this is what would happen back in the day, right? You would lock these guys in jail, and then you had to wait for a higher up official
marshal,
to
yeah.
come through town, and let alone a fucking judge, you know, because you would have to move these guys to other towns so that they could get. I mean, just a whole goddamn thing.
And get ready for the public hang-ins.
That was on my mind
In Fort Smith.
when I was talking about that, and I wondered if you were thinking about it too. And I know we've talked about it on the show, but you used to take your fucking kids and a picnic.
Wasn't it True Grit that had a scene?
That was the beginning at Fort Smith. Yeah, absolutely.
I know, but do you not feel like 50 years in the future they're going to be like, can you believe they still did executions? Like, can they do that now? Like, I'm not saying I'm for or against because
I think it'll be how we did it. They'll just be shooting people into space at that point. Just like, fuck it.
Okay,
Put 'em in
I
orbit.
would go to that.
Launch them like a fucking t-shirt cannon. Just yeah, you know,
I think everything should be launched like a
Catch
t-shirt
this,
cannon.
motherfuckers!
I want my Uber Eats fucking launch at our door like a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, and you gotta catch it. And shit.
Okay, I know we've talked about this before, but like if a family member was murdered, would you go to the execution?
Probably.
Yeah, for sure, I would. I don't know how I would feel about it afterwards. I can't, because again, I've talked about on this show about watching the Saddam Hussein thing, and you know, there's just something about like seeing people die.
Yeah,
like,
but you didn't have a personal hatred.
That's right.
Toward that person.
Yeah, you love Saddam Hussein.
So well, he fucking, you know.
Yeah, no one talks
He
about
was
all
in
the
the
good
South
things
Park movie,
Saddam
okay?
Hussein did.
In no way was I saying that.
No one does.
But for sure, if like someone close to me was murdered and someone was getting executed, I would for sure be there.
I'd probably fight someone for the syringe.
It would have to be super close to me for me to want to go.
Yeah.
Couldn't be peripheral.
I think
Have
I'm
you
also
ever-
a lot more morbid than most
Have you ever
people.
seen anybody die?
Yeah, you were real close to that vasectomy.
Has anybody
Yeah.
actually? True. I'm serious. Has anybody in here ever watched anybody die? Like even like old age and shit?
No,
On
I've
the
never.
internet or in person?
In person.
I've never watched anyone take their last breath.
Yeah,
No.
I have.
Oh, I did. I watched my
Twice.
grandma.
Twice I've done that.
She
Both.
was in the hospital. I mean,
Who?
Yeah.
we knew it was happening.
For you?
My ex's grandpa, and then my other ex's grandmother.
See, I've been in the room like before, and then I've seen people at like the viewings and stuff after, but I've never seen somebody take their last
In
breath.
the room, and a lady comes in, and they coach you through the whole fucking thing. They go, okay, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna and eventually. Am I making you sad?
No.
Okay.
Were you in the hospital both times?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, in the hospital. But they come in and they go, okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna turn this off, and then they're gonna sort of gurgle for a second, and then it's gonna kind of stop, and then they're gonna gasp. But at that point, they're not there anymore. They're already gone. And then you're going to hear noises and things like that.
That's nice that they kind of tell you what to expect.
Honestly, like, is there comfort in being with somebody during that time, or is it like I feel like I'd be like, hey, everybody, like, you don't need to go through that. Like,
oh no, I've told Derek that if I am ever like that, please, dear God, don't let anybody see me. Like, I don't want anybody to see me like that.
Both times I was there for somebody else.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, is it like
support?
I was holding my mother-in-law my ex-mother-in-law when her father passed away, and then what?
I had a horrible thought, and I can't. Just go ahead. Sorry.
Oh Jesus!
It had nothing to do with that, and I'm so sorry. I just could
okay.
not
Well, let's just move on.
I'm sorry.
We'll just not talk about death anymore.
Saddam Hussein.
Clip.
What I thought was funny about this movie.
Stumpy.
Circumcision?
Stumpy was funny.
It was.
Storms are arriving at 11:49, people.
I'm sorry. This is an uncomfortable laughter.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Can I just get through this fucking clip real quick?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay. All right.
We're losing it.
Consuelo beat the shit out of Carl. You guys remember that, right? Because he tried to pick up the girl and put her on the stagecoach.
Yep.
And
then, he might be tied with Stumpy as my favorite.
And this guy, his name is John T. Chance, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one is John T. Chance?
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even fucking know this. The whole movie. You could ask me, what's the main character's name in this film?
Right. Do you guys remember?
John Wayne.
Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity for this.
Oh, God damn it.
Doing trivia.
Because I don't want to step on this shit, because I was about to do a fun fact for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you guys play this game.
All right.
While the girls can't stop laughing.
Well, I'm laughing now because one of my questions is...
Oh, she's still here.
Is the same thing that we were just talking about.
Well, try me. Okay, I have to go first, and you're up 19-18. Your 98-week winning streak came to an end last week, but you're still doing fine. I have to go first, so I only have 2 questions written down.
My wife has turned her camera off because she's crying laughing right now.
Come back
Laughing.
to us.
She's not sad.
Move on. Everybody move on.
Okay, so we know they're in Rio Bravo, but what county were they in?
Paladino.
Ooh.
I want to say Palladino. I'm going to say Palladino just because I can't think of anything that's different.
That's close, but it was Presidio.
Presidio. I'm thinking
County.
of Jason.
You're
that's what I'm thinking
Pino
of. His...
Palladino, the bass player.
Oh, shit. Did I take his last cold one?
Yeah.
Here, you can have this one, dude. You can have...
All right, well, I won't fall...
That was a good question because I was thinking... I saw it twice on the different signage.
Saw it, and they said it twice.
At the very end? Yeah. That was a good question.
Would you have got the other one right? They call him Colorado, but where does Wheeler say that they picked him up?
Was it in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Down south?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Fort
Okay,
Worth.
see.
All right,
I didn't get the details of this movie, but well, some of them I did. Okay, I've got a
Not
really
these,
hard
but some of
one
them.
that I probably wouldn't have guessed because I had the, what do you call it?
So do
The-
Same now.
Okay.
You know, a bunch of cocks slapped in my face.
As hard as it can be at my age.
I have 2.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, seriously?
Oh.
You're like that rabbit thing.
Not even listening to that.
Okay, I don't have that.
I feel like you just said that you don't know this one, so I don't want to be mean and ask it.
You
But the
can
other
be
one.
that.
Mine was nice to him.
What does the T in John's name stand for? It's John T. Chance.
Ooh.
Terrence.
Trouble.
Oh, I was gonna say that like sarcastically. Was it really?
T-L-O-T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
Okay, you want my other question too?
Sure.
How much does Stumpy get paid?
Man, I have no idea.
He says this is not worth $30 a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
I missed all of this.
So I feel like I did too, but I was watching it.
Yeah.
It's not like I fell asleep.
Well,
or
when
something.
a movie's 4.5 hours long, you're going to miss some small details along the way. Well, that is the first time in a long time since Tyken that we both got the answer wrong. At least one of us has got the answer right every week since
Can I
then.
test both of you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the name of the song that is played, both the Spanish and the name of it? Okay, go ahead.
Well, what do you mean the Spanish?
Well,
What is the name of this?
It's De Gallego or something like that, and it's the Cutthroat
the
song.
Cutthroat song.
That sounds like a half point to me. I'm just joking.
Played day,
Played
day and night over and over at the Alamo. Is that a real story?
Oh, I assumed it was.
There's no way of knowing that because everyone that was there is dead.
That's not true.
Everyone that was at the Alamo is not dead? Are you kidding
Everybody
me?
from Texas was dead. Mexicans survived because they
But
killed.
today, I'm saying today. There's no way of knowing because they're all dead.
I see what you're saying.
Well, they could have handed it down.
Christ almighty. There's
Well, they could have
science guy.
history.
Well, they could have passed the DVD down
Jesus
from
is
generation
dead, and
to
you still
generation.
love the Bible.
It's in,
I don't love the
in
Bible.
John
You
Wayne's
know
The
that
Alamo.
about me.
In John Wayne's The Alamo, they actually used that song at the beginning. So
Malagueña?
it has to be.
Is that what it was?
Malagueña we did in high school band.
What the fuck is that?
They're making shit up now.
Okay, that sounds like it.
Casey, you're back?
I don't know. Y'all move on.
All right.
Okay.
So everybody,
I'll tell you later. I just can't say it on here.
All right.
So this girl did not get on the stage, and Dean Martin fucks with him. He goes, "Hey man, I remember one time a girl
you're
stopped
gonna
off
end
at
up
the
like
stage.
He did.
You know, and she
You
can't-
told me she was no good.
no good. So I'm just gonna put that out there,
Said you're no good. You're no good. You're no good.
Baby,
you're no
good.
Guys, I do need to take a quick break because I have to TT.
We have to potty.
T.
Yeah.
Trouble.
We'll come back for Dude
Thank
is
you, John.
Back.
Every time I put you on the potty, you cry.
Now do that, but also like Stumpy.
It's my party and I cry if I want to.
Say, Chance, even you go by the hotel, pick up some coffee and sugar, would you?
Joe complaining?
Him? You don't get no sugar. This coffee just water poured over the old grounds. I don't want him to talk out of turn.
Oh, Stumpy, before I forget, your gun's a little stiff. You mind if I file the action a bit?
No, I don't want to find no action on my gun. I don't want no easy pull. I might shoot myself. Get somebody else's. So why don't you give me his own guns?
I forgot all about him.
Memory ain't no better than mine. Been locked up in there now for over a year, except when you took them out to clean them and oil them.
Clean them and oil them, but he forgot all about them.
Oh, those old things?
Where'd you get these? Bought them off the fella you sold them to.
I don't know how to...
Yeah.
Let's take a turn around the town.
So he was a junkie. He's selling all his shit.
Yeah.
Right. He was a drunk.
So that's what happens. Dude, just the best line is Stumpy, just with the, I don't know what no easy pull. Shoot myself.
You don't get no sugar.
You don't get no sugar. Just
He's coffee's over the old ground.
Yeah, just
water poured over the old ground.
That'll teach you to talk back. He sounds like Adam Sandler doing.
Yeah.
Kind of does. Maybe that's where Sailor got it.
Conditioner is better.
It makes your hair soft.
It's Nudie Magazine Day.
Who are you looking at, Penguin?
Yeah. Oh, I see what's going on here. Old man Johnson hates shit.
Is this why we've never done Billy Madison? Or?
I think we have.
We did do it, yeah, and it was that. It was just all going,
good.
all the shit, poo.
Yeah,
I sure
it
hope
was.
so.
Yeah. So, Carlos gives the girl a job.
Ew.
And then Dean Martin gets all cleaned up. Did you guys think like once he got cleaned up that he looked 10 years older?
Yes.
Me too. Like I looked at Casey and I go, now he looks 42. Before he looked kind of cool.
He was much more attractive when
I
he was
into
dirty.
it.
Yeah.
when he was dirty.
Oh.
No, and he's older.
Oh, yes. Well, that makes sense.
I get that.
That makes a lot of sense.
She's consistent, if nothing else.
Yeah, but
That's the truth.
tries to go back in the sheriff's office, and Stumpy takes a shot at him, puts a fucking bullet through his hat.
And they play that off so casually.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet it used to be.
Your head would look like that if you didn't duck.
it would take me
Yeah.
over a year to get over
She's right, though.
getting shot through my hat.
No.
Yeah,
that
we've
was
been watching
sitting
this,
on my
and
head.
We've been watching this Teen Mom segment. She was
He
like
said
near a
earlier-
bullet one time, and she's been going through PTSD for a long time.
A little after that, though, he was like, I've been shot at all the time.
Well, the thing is that, Mrs. Slutty McSlutterson fucking leaves her door open, and he fucking tests that shit. This is opportunity 3 for him to go in there and have sex with her, and he still doesn't do it.
And he
no
probably
game.
could have brought a friend. I mean,
Yeah, she was wanting it.
This
Yeah,
doesn't
I feel like though, back
seem-
in the days, she was probably real syphilis-y. Like, you probably just don't. Every girl that just gives you the
1000%.
And what happens? Your
Green
hands
light.
itch, right? And you die like Al Capone and
I
shit,
think
right?
your nose falls off.
and you go
What?
blind. And you go blind.
If they don't treat it,
Syphilis?
Yeah.
Your fucking nose?
Your
I
nose.
thought your hands broke out or some
No,
shit.
I used to watch
That's
this
hands, foot,
show.
mouth.
It was called The Nick, and it was about the Knickerbocker hospital
Okay.
in the
Nick
20s.
man, we
Parker
don't use
Hole.
that term anymore.
Yeah, we
But
call them
they,
hoes.
this woman, her nose turned black and fell off, and she had to wear a pair of glasses, fake glasses, with an artificial nose on it.
And that's how the Marx Brothers started their ads.
That's right.
And I didn't know that, so I looked it up, and sure enough,
I used
back
to sell
then,
those.
your nose would fall
I
off.
sold those as disguises at the toy store all the time.
You could be incognito.
Yeah, with a
Unbelievable.
mustache.
All right, so we got a standoff here, and there's always a standoff. But one of the things that I thought was cool is they ask him, David, they go, why do you carry a rifle? And he goes, it's faster. It's faster than a short gun to me, right? And he carries a rifle around. But here's the other thing. Like, do you think that, why did they shoot from the hip? Was that because of the kick?
Just because it was faster. Because you
No,
want to
because
wait.
you're-
If the other
you're
guy is
pulling out
going to
here.
shoot from his hip,
Yeah, you just want to have
you
want
wanna
to
be the guy that-
shoot.
Yeah,
it's
no,
all-
yeah, it was just pull it out and shoot, right? That's the shoot from the
Okay,
hip.
so they would always
It's a
hold that
speed
gun
thing.
like that.
Yeah.
Got
not
it.
an accuracy thing.
But he's
Right.
saying I can take this gun that I've already got my finger on the trigger.
He keeps it
and
cocked, right?
Boom, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
buckshot. It'll spread compared
Right.
to a.
Right.
Wait, this is a rifle,
Not a
not
shotgun.
a shotgun.
Yeah, there's no
So-
buckshot.
There's no.
Who said that?
Eric.
I just thought it was a shotgun. It looked like a double barrel shotgun to me the whole time. Didn't look like a rifle. Whatever.
Sean, stupid son of a
chimes in for the
nutcracker.
first time in 17 episodes. Fucking stupid.
Silent John, stupid son of a nutcracker.
Amy, call your dad. Tell him he's proud today.
Okay.
Fucking stupid. What an idiot.
I always have so much
Guns
fun
are
when I'm
guns.
here.
This motherfucker. I'm gonna call my mom and tell her. Hey Amanda, wake up. You won't believe what Eric said on the show.
Wait, he's just getting more John Wayne by the second.
Well,
Hey
Amanda.
Amanda.
Oh, my God.
Amanda, wake up. Let me tell you something about
Now
what
he's on
Eric
his
said on the
deathbed.
podcast. You don't believe this?
If you talk as much as I do, you're going to say some stupid shit. And that's just the way it is.
Well, guess what? Welcome to the fucking club. Look at how much I goddamn talk next to everybody else. And every wrong thing I say, y'all fuckers pounce on it.
Yeah, but you don't make a button for it.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Exactly.
A button?
A sound clip.
Yeah. So fuck you. You've got AIDS.
I should have said that. I should have used that back when I was trying to do the self-age.
Oh, well, I guess I do too, because there was
Shit.
my test.
Well, fuck. There it was. All right.
Oh, my
and
God.
then, all right. So there's 3 dudes. Basically, they're trying to make him open the jail. And there's standoffs. That's what happens, right? Now, the other line that I really liked from John Wayne was where he just says to the guy, he goes, "You've hit me twice. Don't let it happen.
Don't let it
again."
happen again.
Right? Because
Well, I mean, that's what John Trouble Chase,
Chance.
that's why his
it was
chance. I mean, He's just living up to his middle name, which I knew all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ugh, I'm looking up syphilis disfigurement right now.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Yeah,
as you
you're
should.
right.
There's
Sure
some
you
nose
are.
stuff going on,
Yeah.
huh?
Then I see the original, and I was like, yeah,
This
syphilis
podcast.
disfigurement.
So
Disfigurement.
I do want to, and everybody be careful with this topic I'm about to bring up.
God, I'm
please.
excited.
All right. So I do want to talk about how in Westerns they used to portray, if Mexicans would play Indians or whatever, they'd be portrayed a certain way. I wondered about the Chinese guy. And in here, I didn't think that they took the piss out of him or like made him like it wasn't Jerry Lee Lewis or anything like that, which is obviously super offensive.
yes,
But were there guys from China that just fucking lived here and did jobs that nobody wanted to do?
the Chinaman. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. I'm not taking the piss either.
I'm asking a legitimate question.
a real thing.
Yeah.
And so when they portray him, it's exactly like you said, just the jobs other people wouldn't want to do.
Right.
It could have just as easily been a scene where manure falls all over somebody, and here comes the Chinese guy to
clean
scoop
it up,
back up.
right? Because they would do that work or whatever to get the fuck
100%.
out of China. Which, can you imagine if like the Wild West was that way? What the fuck was China like? China had been there way longer,
That can't be argued.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
China's been around longer than the United States. Yes,
I just
I
found
think
that
that's
out.
right.
I just found that out today.
I think that's right.
That sounds right.
I got a feeling.
Now,
Says the guy that does our trivia.
so he says,
True or false?
Emo band.
Yeah. All right. What? Oh, that was a good one, by the way.
I know it was.
All right. So,
Also, thank you.
here, Angie Dickinson is just like, you just had me help you kill 4 men. And
Now she's got the vapors. Now she's got to go.
well, she turns into Dorothy from Wizard of Oz here. Like, well, I'm just here because of this, and I just need to get out of here and rub my ruby slippers together, and just I'm gonna get on that coach. And this is where
That was very Mrs. Doubtfire.
well, this is where Casey informs me that this is Angie Dickinson, and the whole fucking movie changes at this point. Then I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I 100% jerked off to her.
Dressed to Kill.
Please, woman. Yeah,
stockings.
Dressed to Kill, but watch later, because let's do the math. So this is 13 years before I was born.
Okay. So you weren't jerking off when this
then
came out.
add 11.
At 11.
Dressed to Kill was 1980.
83.
Add 11 years. That's 83. So I started jerking off in 83. So then Dressed to Kill was on video, and I could rent it. 100% jerked off.
Okay. I need to look up Angie Dickinson and Dressed to Kill.
Same.
To see what you
Everybody get on
Same.
I want to see what
What are you,
jerked
toddler
off to
fingers
for the
over
first
there?
time.
Yeah, well, I didn't say for the first time. I used my imagination a lot
Yeah,
at
you
first.
used Howard the Duck, right?
Oh, well, that
Not
was
the
hold
duck.
up.
Hold on, everybody. Again,
That's how rumors get started.
I
here.
had it timed exactly where Leah Thompson was in her panties, and yes, I would watch that
was
video.
not unworthy.
And Leah Thompson to me would just, oh man, fuck me in the butthole. Like she didn't, but
French fries or toddler fingers?
What?
We're come around to the same joke. That's genius.
Bring it out. Put it back. Nobody ever asked me if I need a drink. But I ain't gonna wait for them to ask me, because I do. You two's enough to drive a man to it.
I'll go watch the road again. Unless you need me for something else.
Did you forget this?
Everybody take notice of
You could clean up a
Dean's
little.
face here.
Yeah, you're a heck of a looking deputy.
I'm better than I
Everybody
look.
take notice.
I'll do that tonight. If you think of it, send me some food. I think I can eat something.
Nothing in his stomach. Nothing but guts. You can quit worrying about him and start thinking about me. We know about him. He's going to be all right, but I ain't. See, that gut might go. I can't watch a man get down. Where you going?
You got to do it something to eat. You better...
I know. Get back in my hole.
No, you better watch out for Colorado when he comes back. I forgot to tell him how trigger happy you are. We get a good man, he has to watch you to keep from getting shot full of holes. Close the window.
This is one of my favorite things about watching this movie is because Dean Martin here in this scene, he obviously has gotten himself dirty, and there's some shit on him.
They allude to the shower a lot.
And Casey looks at the TV.
I went to the bathroom. I came
and
back.
she came back. She goes, "Look at that horrible fake beard." And I go, "Baby, he's just dirty."
He's just a dirty man.
I came out of the bathroom and he was all drunk and it was a side shot. I thought they fucking just stuck on.
It looked like
patchy.
Wasn't that after he got beat up? Wasn't that after he got beat up and
just got
knocked
the
out in
crap
the
kicked
shit?
out of him, yeah.
So it was literally shit.
Yep. Now Colorado comes in and takes the oath. Did you guys hear about hey, where do we keep those badges? Well, there's a drawer full of them. Just go over there and grab them.
I ought to tell you something about the job.
It's like the dentist office.
We can fucking
treasure
pass
chest.
these out at Halloween. You know what I mean?
There's stickers over
we
there.
need a lot of them.
Yeah.
We go through deputies here like crazy.
Yeah. So we did skip this music and
So good, man.
now Dean's shakes did go away because of that song that
Right.
that killed everybody in the Alamo.
Yep. If only therapists these days would use
music.
The Alamo.
The Alamo to cure
El
people's
Ligüeo.
alcoholism.
Well, so here's the thing.
But
So
they don't.
they decide they're gonna. And here's another thing that it just must have been so strange back then. But he's at the hotel and he goes, "I'm gonna spend the night at the jail. So get me blankets, tobacco, some other shit, and some beer. You here at the hotel, give me that shit so I can go over there and sleep."
Yeah.
This brought up a question. Does he live at the hotel?
He does, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he keeps telling him, "You're a guest here," or whatever. So he does live at the hotel.
And he says, put it on my tab when he...
That was super common. You could rent these rooms for a lot of times or whatever. And in Tombstone, that was a thing. They lived up above, a hotel and, yada, yada. But yeah, they well,
Yada, yada.
yada, yada, but yeah, so again, it just kind of keeps coming up that, man, you're totally fucked. Have a beer.
Yeah, it's...
I feel like we still live like that.
This guy doesn't have a drinking problem.
Agreed.
He just
Yeah.
drinks beer all the time.
Yeah, he's fine.
Fine.
There's
That's
no way I can be
crazy.
an alcoholic, by the way. Sean, I'd like another beer. All right, so they here. Let's see. I'm almost done with this one, guys. No, I'm actually not. I got a. No, this is the second to the last clip.
That's true. Uh-oh.
Did we do deputy sheriff already? Yeah, we did that. Okay.
Yeah, yell when you get back.
Thank you.
Different when you're clean.
Oh yeah. Oh, here's a fucking great question that I came up with. She asks him, "Do you regret not going back to the jail?" Apparently he doesn't do that. So did they do secret fucking and it was just not put forth?
I didn't get that sense at all.
No, me either.
Me either.
I think we may have missed fucking because he did not go back to the jail. He stayed there. And then there are a couple. Stick with me here. She's not getting on the stage.
That already happened.
But she told him to stay in her room so nobody would know where she was.
Right.
And then she stayed. Where did she stay at that
Nope,
point?
this is a different night.
That's a good.
Secret fucking.
I don't think so because then later
Listen to me.
she goes and stands behind the little partition. If they already fucked,
Right.
then she can undress in front
This
of
is
them.
very
that's
important.
true.
This is very important. He can't. You're right. He comes down. He carries her back up the stairs, and then she goes, "Are you sorry that you didn't sleep in the jail last night?"
No, I don't think. I
Also,
think
some
you're,
girls are just lights off girls.
Yeah, I'm a lights off.
Thank you,
girl.
baby.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you,
There was no interaction there that made it seem like after the fact that
I would agree with that.
In his defense, those were big wieners. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Amy.
You don't want to pass that up.
All right, so the guy wants them all alive, and everybody's sneaking around and shit and tiptoeing and stuff. And I just wonder, like, you got that old man in there. Why don't you just storm the jail now?
Because he will just shoot everybody that comes in the door.
I know, but why don't you just go in and shoot him? Because he's locked in there and you wouldn't be able to get the guy out. And then
Because his deal is, if anybody starts to cause trouble that he doesn't know who it is, he just shoots the Burdett guy that's in jail.
Right.
Oh, that's his charge. So if you storm it, he doesn't ask questions, he shoots.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
These are facts.
Now,
that was good.
Okay, so Stumpy. Let's see. Hold on. Go over there. Let him go.
Oh, Stumpy ain't got any water.
Yeah, that's it. That
was so good.
Go over there and let him go. I can't do it.
He ain't got no food or water.
Jesus. Fucking Stumpy Lee.
So they yell into Stumpy. We're coming in. We've been watching, and he get the keys, whatever. And he's like, fuck you. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, they're about to do the prisoner swap. So they go in to get him, and then they are going to trade him off.
Yeah.
And all that seems to be going well. And then fucking dude just decides he's going to tackle the guy.
Fucks it up.
That's perfect. It was his plan.
No, I know. Yeah.
Right.
But he, for everyone who died, it seemed like it went
horribly wrong.
When they could have just swapped him out. But
I do like that the sheriff was so confident. He's like, no, he's got him.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, and yes.
And Ricky Nelson.
In a firefight like that, 3 against 15.
Well, no, he asks.
They were so calm.
He goes, who's he up against? Oh, he's just up against this guy. He goes, oh, well, then he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they do leave or whatever, they just got shells under their arms.
2 boxes of Remington shells.
Hands them 2 boxes of shells. Well, thank you. I never say thank you, and I have meant to apologize for that. And they just having a conversation while everything's going crazy around.
Right. Yeah.
And then the TNT. TNT.
I'm dynamite.
And that is a good gig too.
And
one guy throws it like skeet shooting, and you just.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like skeet shooting, but it wasn't.
No.
Because it hit the ground, and then he was like,
oh, took you 2 shots.
bang, bang.
Yeah.
There we go.
2 shots.
It took 2 shots over there.
They got 2 holding Duke. Got 2 holding Duke over there. We got to get him.
Here's your boxes of shells.
What you think about this dynamite? Go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead, get yourself in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is Stumpy older than... I know we're meant to seem like it, but as an actor, is he older?
No, he's John Wayne's age. He just doesn't have any fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Get old.
Yeah, get over there.
Because Stumpy doesn't go to the dentist.
Nobody's going to go over there. Well, hold on.
He was actually,
somebody's got Duke.
It says John Wayne was 52 and he was 65.
All right, that's significantly older. That's between me and Jared.
The only one that's still alive is Angie Dickinson. Did we say that?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
26 and 51.
All right. So, and then I just love how Carlos just shows up. Yeah.
Oh, senor.
Yeah, I brought you some more shells.
Senor.
Yeah, I knew that you would need these.
Ay, caramba.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's go to this.
That's something he said.
Yep.
Oh, we're different. I'll have to get used
Boy,
to you.
she does.
Me, I just talk all the time.
You most certainly do.
You'll get used to that.
Oh.
You'll have to. Either that or start talking too. Tell me something. These tights. Now, why didn't you want me to wear them?
Because I didn't want anybody but me to see you in them.
Oh, I like that. You're getting better already. Shall I save them and wear them just for you?
Oh. Well, these tights dropped some pants. These tights just hit me in the head.
You think I'll ever get to be a sheriff?
We can
Unless
use
you mind your own business.
Oh, I'm gonna go wear these later. Listen, dude. Why don't I put these on for you in the jail? No one's in there, man. Nobody's in there right now. Hey, we can lock ourselves in. I can just give you a beat.
cowboy soul.
So here's the thing. I love this movie. I actually loved this movie. Loved it. I did. I honestly, going into it, again, I didn't know what it was. I knew Rio Bravo. That could have been fucking anything. Quentin Tarantino. I had literally no idea.
Bravo.
And, what? Rio Bravo, right? And so I'm told it's a John Wayne movie. The credits start to roll, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, you know, and let's be honest, some of his movies can move a smidge, as you guys say, in a slower pace. I genuinely loved it. I really did. I thought it was a very, very simple watch. I thought the story was great. There's not that many holes in it. Like, there weren't too many interactions that strayed from the story. It just kind of had its point, and here it is, and that thing. So I really do understand how a movie like this could have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just don't know how you could watch this and go, well, I hate this more than I like it. And we talk about it all the time on how Rotten Tomatoes works. Eric, what did you think?
Well, I agree with you. I don't see how someone could hate it more than they liked it. I enjoyed it. There were just I think there's some pacing issues, and again, maybe it's just a sign of the times, right? I don't like to think, because I really enjoyed Lars and the Real Girl, and that one is not paced quickly at all. So it's not that. It was mildly annoying at worst. I really enjoyed it. I thought the plot that we get is a pretty typical one for movies like this, but they do a really good job of building these characters and having this subplot of Dude's character and that whole thing. I thought it worked really well. I'm glad we watched this. I did enjoy it. And so, yeah, good call.
It was an interesting exploration into, a past relationship becomes a current relationship in a current situation that didn't exist when this other relationship was there or whatever. And he's already in this mess. And I thought that part of the reason it was easy was they didn't go too much into the bad guys. It didn't matter really why, what the fuck was the guy's name? Burdett. It really doesn't matter. It's just that this guy's a big landowner. He employs these guys. We don't really need to know what they do.
Just there for the conflict.
They're just there for the conflict, and that's that. But yeah, great review. Casey, what'd you think, babe?
I really liked it. I think whenever I saw this movie, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes. I was like, oh shit. Like, I feel like either you like Westerns or you don't. I do, but I don't seek them out. So I was like, that seemed long. It didn't feel short for 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it also didn't feel long. I feel like it was just, a lot of movies that are that long feel too long, and I don't feel like it did. I think it moved just fast enough. It was paced okay for me, and I really liked it. Even some of the campy, stagey stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like things like that, so I really did like it.
Yeah, and the love story too, to me, it wasn't too over the top, and in fact, they can overdo those female characters sometimes to make them too theatrical.
Those two female characters?
Yeah, there were two. But they can, Angie Dickinson played this so well. How she would move on to have such a huge career. Amy, what'd you think?
I liked it more than I hated it.
Okay.
I don't think I liked it as much as everyone else, though.
That's okay.
Because I feel like everyone else, we saw that it was this long and it was old and whatever, and I wasn't super excited to watch it, but I try to keep an open mind for all of them. So I kept an open mind. I was a little bit bored because I think Eric's right. The pace was just very slow and all of the pauses in between. But I kept up with it and I enjoyed it. I think I can appreciate it as a classic John Wayne movie. This might be the only John Wayne movie I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Did you not do the True Grit with us?
No, I don't think so.
She wasn't in yet.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think I was here for that.
Okay.
But overall, I I liked it.
This is the second John Wayne movie I've ever seen. The first one was
True Grit. Okay.
About a year ago.
No, True Grit, they did a remake of that, right?
Yeah, we watched that one.
We
as
watched
well.
that too.
And I really liked
Yeah.
that movie. I just haven't seen the original.
We did, yeah. We did both.
I had to watch that one while I was getting a tattoo, and he charges by the hour, and he watched a lot of the movie.
Oh, good
Yeah,
God.
he just kept
rough.
Kept doing that. Well, David Dooley, you're one of our bosses, and you're here. You love this movie.
I do.
Is this your favorite movie, you said?
No, True Grit's my favorite movie.
True Grit.
The one
you
that
just love John Wayne.
That piece of shit.
some people hated.
What is that? Was it something that your parents like? I mean,
It was probably
why old movies. You think?
Well, John Wayne movies were just on a lot.
Sure.
We actually talked about this early as a side conversation. I think they were the after school things that were on that I watched, but it just, I also watched it with my grandfather. So you mentioned that before,
well,
but
that makes sense.
My grandfather read Old West magazine, and we would sit down and watch a John Wayne movie.
Right.
But True Grit, first place I heard, "Fill your hands, you son of a bitch," right? So that made me laugh when I was 8. But this movie, I think I loved the Dean Martin play in it.
Yeah, totally.
As well as Walter Brennan, right? The Stumpy role, it just cracks me up.
Yeah.
The whole time. And
Dean Martin,
as
is
you know,
great
I
in
kind of
this.
like to laugh in the art things that I do.
You do love
so
to laugh.
it's
Absolutely.
kind of a thing for me. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's super cool that you have that memory of like watching shit like that with your grandpa. My grandpa wouldn't sit down in front of a TV unless it was golf, and that was literally for a nap. And
that's why golf was on TV.
100%. Yeah. But yeah, it's so cool that you have that, and you can, and that makes you feel that way, right? It makes you feel like you're sitting in the room.
Jump
with
right
them.
back to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in
exactly.
Abilene at their house.
Wow, that's cool.
Sitting there with
Abilene,
Dr. Pepple.
Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the Wild West, man.
Sorta.
No, it really is. I mean, shit went
You
down.
get any further past that?
Shit went
You're
down.
out towards
in
Midland,
Abilene, man.
Odessa.
Yeah, shit went down.
My grandparents lived in Midland, so I'm around the
Oh,
same
very
area.
nice.
She's fuck yeah. Well, she gonna really like it.
I still have family in Earth, Texas, out that way.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
Jonathan, dude, so you love this movie?
Yeah, he do.
And,
That was a Sean yawn.
You guys caught him yawning. Yeah, the boy's tired.
Yeah,
He's trying
I
to
do.
get back to his house to go back to sleep.
Just turn.
Sean, I mean, this is one of your favorite movies?
Yeah, top 5.
And why is that? Did you watch this with someone or like...
I mean, growing up, my dad would watch all the John Wayne stuff, but I would watch like McClintock, obviously.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good next one in a year.
And then I just kind of found Rio Bravo on my own around like 06, 07.
Sure.
And I was like, this is phenomenal. And like, I would show it to girls, and they're like, yeah, no. And I'm like,
That was your move, huh?
Wait,
Yeah.
did you read on
used
the
to show
trivia
girls
thing?
Quentin Tarantino?
There is Quentin Tarantino.
well, Rio
will-
Bravo is his like all-time favorite movie.
He will.
Yeah.
It said that when he's dating a girl, he would show her
Yeah.
this movie, and if she didn't like it,
That
she's
sounds
out.
like
Off like a prom
Quentin
dress.
bullshit.
Tarantino.
Quentin
There we go.
Tarantino thing to do.
But by the way, Amanda
So-
hates it, so whatever.
So, whatever.
I one time crossed a street with Quentin Tarantino at South by Southwest.
Did you go backwards?
No.
I got that.
Yeah, that's a fucking funny joke. What's funny is
she's full of those.
I started to go halfway through, and then I was on the other intersection all of a sudden. And I was, what the fuck just happened?
It's
You couldn't figure out how you got there.
how many people don't understand that, because I always go, okay, I'm going to Quentin Tarantino this story. I'm going to tell you what happened, and then I'm going to go backwards and get to the
Right,
point, whatever.
yeah.
And always be like, okay, hold on, let me Quentin Tarantino this, and nobody fucking ever knows
It
what I'm
is.
talking
Sometimes
about.
stories are just
strange.
better that way when you
Yeah.
tell them. You know?
Yeah.
non-linear.
I'm going
you
to
need
tell
to-
you what happened, and then I'm going to tell you how we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, this was a great pick. And, again, I can't stress enough how much this podcast has gotten me to watch these movies that I would literally never sit down and watch. There's no fucking way I would ever sit and watch this movie. I'm super glad I did. And, I guess if it were showing again, I'd probably watch it.
You wouldn't be 8 or 10 times into it like me and Sean?
No.
Honestly, Rio Bravo does get aired a lot on like just regular cable TV.
So does 16 Candles.
Yeah, but it's on. Like, I don't know.
No more yanking my winky.
Here's the thing.
What are you doing, boy?
David Dooley, thank you for being here. Thank you
for
so
having
very
me.
much for being a executive producer for so long. And I love you.
You bet.
And let's go play golf soon.
Very soon before it gets too hot.
And to everybody else who's been on the chat, you guys are fucking awesome. I would like to thank everyone who shared our post. Actually, before I do that, Eric, how can people connect with us and the show in and of itself?
I'm glad you asked that. They can go to our website, jarrettgoestothemovies.com, or on Facebook. We've got Jarrett Goes to the Movies, our official page, and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. Join both is what we would recommend. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. You'll want to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll know when we're doing our thing. Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, that's how you can join the winning team and support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com, and text or leave us a voicemail. The number's the same either way, 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Back to you, Jarrett.
If you want to hear your name at the end of our podcast each and every week, all you have to do is share our post when we put out an episode. Make sure you make that public so we will know that you do it. Thanks for sharing, Celeste Mary Meadows, Alan Tyson, David Kendrick, Ronald in the Deep, Roland. Roland in the Deep. Sorry about that. Vinny Cataldo, Woody Chambers, Chris Pulse, Warren Peace, Barry Ferguson, Joey Bishop, Danielle Sturck. Daniel Sturck.
That's just Danielle Sturck.
Okay,
Yay.
Danielle Sturck, Yay. John Franklin, Damon Steele. Is that a porn person, Damon Steele? Are y'all fucking with me?
That's just a name.
Oh, just kidding, Damon.
It's Remington Steele you're thinking of.
David Mills, Bow in Arrow, Jason Pollock, Wade Johnson, Jerry Miller, Greg Levell, Rhoda Dick, Bree Wilson, Wade Ago. Way to go. Way to go.
Way to go.
Way to go.
I give up.
Hold on. And finally, I mailed a letter. Thank you guys. What a great show. Thank you for tuning in if you were on the chat at the late start. By the way, guys, if you subscribe to our Twitch, you can get alerts every time we go live, and it's super fun. We have a great time. And so thanks, everybody. Love you guys, and we will see you down the road.
Like you more than a friend.